I'm Jeff Francoeur, drafted by my hometown team. And just like some of today's Braves, I love being the local kid playing for the A.
Oh my! Over the chop house!
The hometown kid is the hometown hero today.
Hi, I'm Tom Glavine, 300-game winner. Known for my precision on the mound, I relish taking the stage in the biggest moments. Sound familiar?
A grand slam! Got him looking. Harris is back. He's got it.
I'm John Smoltz, a power pitcher who brought the heat, whether I was starting games or closing games. Something this current pitching staff for the Atlanta Braves knows all about.
Got it. Frozen pizza. And down goes Pete Alonso.
I'm Chipper Jones, all-star third baseman and MVP. Two things I love, crushing the Mets and watching the current squad bash New York.
Grounded to Riley. Cross. Braves win. And Acuna launches one to orbit. That baby is not coming back.
Tonight, past meets present.
Strider deals. He struck out another. And he struck him out.
Two electric starting pitchers, two fierce rivals on the field.
Braves win. Come from behind style. Yet again.
Four Braves legends in the booth. A historic night in Atlanta next on Valley Sports. Braves baseball on Valley Sports is presented by Truist. Welcome to Truist Park, where we have a beautiful pitching matchup tonight with Justin Verlander and Spencer Strider, and a fun telecast we're going to have with a bunch of Hall of Famers, starting with Larry Wayne Jones down in the corner, Thomas Glavine, John Smoltz, and of course, really the one that matters in the South, the Georgia High School Football Hall of Fame. I'm Jeff Francoeur, and guys, I'll tell you what, it's going to be a lot of fun. Before we get to the game action, starting with you, Chip, what are you most looking forward to tonight?
Well, I'm most looking forward to this pitching matchup. It's a nightmare for us hitting coaches trying to grind out at bats against these two power arms. But much like Smoltz's hairline has transformed, we're going to try and transform Justin Verlander from pitcher to hopefully spectator sooner than he wants to.
Yeah, I got super excited. I got to grow out my hair to watch this game. And speaking of that, these two pitchers have a lot of hair on their fastball, so you're going to have to get ready in the box.
Well, all I can tell you is we had a lot of strikeouts last night. We're probably going to see the same tonight. We got Verlander, we got Strider. It's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait to see it. We've got Braves baseball coming up next. The Braves are going for the sweep, so stick around. We'll be right back.
Keeping the train on the tracks, but New York Mets, Pete Alonso, after the hit last night, still out of the lineup, so you can see Tommy Pham there at left field, and first base Vientos getting the start, batting ninth for the Metropolitans in this third game. And of course, they're going to have their hands full, Tom, facing Spencer Strider.
Yeah, I mean, what can you say about this kid? 6-2 on the year, 2.97 ERA. Lots of swings and misses, high velocity, right-handed hitters, 45% miss rate against him, which is highest in baseball. So should be a fun night, fun to watch.
Well, Smoltzy, we'll start off with you. What is the first forward key of the night for Strider facing this Mets lineup?
Well, it's a hard task, but he's got to try to limit the foul balls. They did a great job against them last start. The Mets had 26 foul balls in 5 innings. That builds up your pitch count, so hopefully he doesn't get into deep counts tonight.
Well, Chipper, I know there's a lot of people that know all about Justin Verlander. How do you attack him?
Yeah, it's a battle of patience with him. He's not going to give in to. He's a power pitcher. All power pitchers hate it when guys put ball in play against them, foul balls off. Much like what the Mets do with Strider. We're going to have to do that to Verlander tonight, and hopefully drive up that pitch count. A must to get into this New York Mets bullpen.
Glav, what do you think? 18 strikeouts combined tonight, 20?
I would probably set the over-under at 18, yeah.
You know what the interesting thing is, Jeff, that he throws so many strikes to Strider. It's best in all of baseball. but he's also the hardest guy to hit in the strike zone. So they're going to be aggressive, but they're also going to be fighting off a lot of two-strike counts. So he's hard to hit. Stringing 3 hits together has been very difficult. And even when he's behind in the count, they're only hitting 195.
Yeah, I mean, he's just been dominating, and you hear that stat so much now about pitches out of the zone, pitches in the zone. He's just been phenomenal on pitches in the zone, which just allows him to have that attack mentality.
Well, one thing, Strider's got a 2.53 in the first inning, and I'd really like to see what these other 2 guys were in the first. Oh,
let's not.
Ouch.
I was just trying to handicap it, make them think they had a chance.
That, man.
In fairness to that top guy, that was my last year. I think I gave up 100 runs in my last year trying to come back and pitch for Boston.
Chip, you had a pretty good first inning there, 81 jacks.
Well, that goes along with my approach. You don't want these guys to get ahead of you. Their stuff is so dominant that you do not want these guys to get ahead of you, because once they get you behind in the count, they basically got you eaten out of their hands. So you want to jump on that first straight fastball.
Yeah, it's like we talked about last night with Scherzer, Frenchie. You're going to get 1 pitch to hit.
Yeah.
You better not miss it when you do.
Miss it.
Speaking of swinging and missing, that little clip of Frenchie, it's good to see him like toss that ball up and swing and miss. It's good that he practiced that, because he did that a lot during the game.
Oh, we'll get to that later, Chipper. Or should I say Larry? Are you Chipper or Larry today?
Yeah, I got to be Larry.
He's Larry.
I said it on camera. Everybody's going to.
Well, Moylan's throwing me under the bus for it, and I was going to tell him I was tired still from chasing his ball opening day from Zimmerman that's still going in D.C.
I'll be honest, when we got to New York, I didn't know what that chant was. Larry, Larry. Because, as baseball players, you only know guys by their nicknames, right? I found out that was your first name. That's when I found out.
Well, it's always good to get that first out. There was a changeup mixed in there from Strider. First AB tonight.
Well, you know what? Is when you pitch back-to-back, or you face teams close together, you have to alter your pitches, and that changeup later in the game, when he had his pitch count up, became really effective. And so early on, if he established that changeup, then he can pitch backwards, if you will, and throw a lot more fastballs, which he throws anyways, deeper into the game.
I love this guy at the plate for New York. Got a chance to watch him from the side last night. He is a compact, dangerous-looking young hitter. As you saw what he did to Charlie in last night's game. Yeah, maybe a little bit different animal tonight than Charlie.
He took 96 up and in.
Yeah.
You said it, turned on it. And I like Buck Showalter's move of batting him second. They need to get some offense up in that order.
There are not many pitches, though, that he sees that he doesn't like.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
You can't hit it if you don't swing at it, right, Frenchie?
Yeah, I mean,
you guys remember what my nickname was for Frenchie when we were playing, right?
Captain Caveman.
Captain Caveman.
Well, I'll never forget sitting next to him and going, "Hey, if you just trust me, kid, I'm going to give you a pitcher's perspective. I'm going to walk you through this game. If you will just trust me and take the first pitch, you'll have them eaten out of your hand because they know you like to swing." He goes, "You got it. I'm going up there and I'm taking."
And
he didn't. He forgot from the dugout to the place.
I had that little guy on my shoulder tell me, man, this is going to be a heater right down the pipe.
Let me get Slider down and away.
Probably.
But see, that's what the secondary pitches for Strider does. He'll get a lot of strikeouts up in the zone with his fastball, because once he's established his breaking ball, which is getting better, he's going to understand how many more outs he can get. And we all know he strikes out the world, but he'll eventually get some quick outs.
Well, we've said it here before, too. For him, his slider doesn't even have to be that great. Just kind of down in the zone at a different speed.
But he's got to pitch it out of the window of his fastball. If he throws a high fastball, then a slider down in the ground does no good. Like this guy right here could, if he wanted to, foul off 10 pitches in a row. So if he could throw him a changeup off that fastball, because McNeil's so good, he doesn't swing and miss, like 10% a swing and miss all year, this year and last year. The changeup will give McNeil problems. So he can do that all day, Chipper.
Yeah,
the way his approach is.
He's such a, I call them gnats. You know, you just want to swat them. You can't get rid of them. They just come back for more. This guy's coming off a batting title last year. This is a tremendous bat to ball skills, and yeah, he's going to be one of Spencer's toughest outs.
But see that changeup, what it does? Yeah. When you're trying to get geared up for fastball that you know, he's not trying to square it up. He's trying to get a mistake. He's looking for a breaking ball in the zone that he can hook down the line. And the only breaking ball that he won't hit is the one that bounces his back foot. What do you got, Glab? 0-2.
I think he's going to go heater up after that changeup. Yep, breaking ball.
Yeah. Well, there you go. 1, 2, 3, and we're off.
Let's bring you our Atlanta Braves starting lineup tonight, brought to you by Toyota. Ronald Acuna Jr. leads it off, followed by Matt Olson, Austin Riley, Travis d'Arnaud in there tonight. As catching, Eddie Rosario, Ozzie Albies, Ozuna, Arcia, and Harris. And on the mound, Smoltzy, Justin Verlander.
Well, so much expected. Big contract, 2 years. This is a 10-speed bike pitcher for me. He's been able to do it for a long time. He's got gears, and he's going to pitch well into his 40s. He can elevate fastballs about as good as anybody, and he should be the model for every future pitcher to look at and how to have a long career.
Tremendous competitor. This guy's so old, I faced him, you know, but he's never going to throw you the same thing twice. He's got another gear. He's one of those Curt Schilling type guys that 6th, 7th inning, when he needs to make a pitch, he's got 97, 98 in the boat and not afraid to use it.
Yeah, I would say he's going to be sitting next to y'all in Cooperstown one day.
Oh, easy.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
First ballot.
He's the last chance for 300 wins ever.
Ronald with a changeup from Verlander down in the corner. It's been amazing the clip he's been able to get off to start a game. Almost 50% of the time he's on base. Chipper, you see it every day, man. Talk about it.
Yeah, to me, this guy's the most exciting player in the game right now. Finally got the confidence in his legs coming off the ACL injury. A little bit of an adjustment last year, but man, he has worked his tail off, and I've said it many times. I believe that this young man is the most talented player to ever don a Braves uniform. And, you know, he may not be the best player yet, but he is certainly the most talented. He can do it all at elite levels.
Not a great matchup for Olson against Verlander based on the way that he throws.
Anybody who has a lot of ride on their fastball is going to give Matty some trouble. He's got such long levers, got a long stride. As he squares one up, but he's got long levers, long stride, long swing. It takes a lot for him to get all that lined up. But when he does, you see monstrous type of runs out of him.
Chip, you can talk about this guy. All of a sudden, last 2-3 weeks now, he's back to driving the ball everywhere.
So proud of Austin. He's been a little bit down on his defense, working really hard to get that cleaned up. But I'm going to tell you what, there are 2 words I say to him whenever he's struggling, and that is State Farm. You see a State Farm sign out there in right center field. If he stays through that State Farm sign, he gets going really good because he's so good at reacting inside to mistake pitches. And if we can just keep him kind of centered out over the plate, he's going to be good to go.
What I also love about any young player that comes in and just lights the world on fire and then goes through a huge struggle and how he's rebounded. You've got the full package in Riley now. You know what you've got for the rest of his career. And, you know, in a game that where we're celebrating greatness and young players impacting the game, a lot of them haven't learned to know how to fail yet. And he got a chance to do it and survived it.
Well, you're seeing that with Michael Harris a little bit. You know, I mean, he's You can say a little bit of a sophomore slump up until this point, but a breakout game last night. Hopefully he's getting back off the schneid, because I believe Michael Harris, for some of the same reasons that Ronald Acuna is who he is, I believe Michael Harris could be a superstar once he realizes who he is as a hitter.
Well, we saw last year, Chip, how much he's got so much power to left center too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. He can drive it the other way with the best of them.
It just makes that lineup so deep when he's going too.
You will see this lineup explode if Michael Harris gets hot.
Oh, and just flip it over to Ronald at the top. And see, I remember this is my inning for the home run call if there's a bomb. Smoltzy's got the second. Glav, you're the third. Chip, you're the fourth.
I hope you didn't practice it.
There we go.
Stitch! 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 You can put it on the board! Yeah! 2-0, Brave.
You practiced it.
100%.
You practiced it.
Little Hawk Harrelson for you.
Well, just as I said earlier, we get an opposite field home run from Austin Riley, and I'll tell you what, when he really starts concentrating on taking the ball the other way, this is a four-seam fastball, I mean right down Broadway, doesn't try to pull it, stays on it, stays on his backside. He knew we got it. What a feeling.
One of the crazy stats that we've talked about here all year, the Braves now in the first inning have out-homered their opponents 18-1.
Yeah, that's
first inning.
That's making a statement, and the statistics usually follow pretty good if you can give your pitcher a lead.
Travis d'Arnaud, Mr. Inside Out. He lives over there. He works so hard in the cage, and he never hits a ball to the left side of the cage, always working on that swing. Whenever I talk to hitters, I'm like, what is your base swing? That right there, folks, is Travis d'Arnaud's base swing. He works on it religiously, and it's no surprise that it carries over into the game most nights.
You know, I want to get into it later with you, Chipper, but there's so much talk, right, of launch angle and creating the launch angle, and everyone's trying to hit home runs, and the game's going to slowly change back to, I think, a lower launch angle. But I saw something this morning about 10 degrees up, 10 degrees down off of 0, and the batting average in baseball is .485. And I would ask you this: if you were playing today, what would change about your game, because your swing was so different, right, from when we played?
First thing would be a lighter bat, because I don't believe I could get 35 inches and 34 ounces around on some of these fastballs on a consistent basis. Yeah, I'd probably have to go down an ounce or two. To be honest with you, I was a guy who liked to keep the bat in the zone a long time. Really worked hard on it. Really worked hard on trying to stay the other way. To be honest with you, I was basically a foot down, get my foot down, make sure the bat head is where it's supposed to be, and let these pitchers provide all the power.
Oh, ball goes under Marte's glove. d'Arnaud's going to score. Rosario's getting all the way to third. Wow.
Well, this is just a nightmare start for the New York Mets. Obviously, coming off last night, you got a 4-1 lead with your horse, Max Scherzer, on the mound, and to go down 3-0 in really a step on your neck kind of game for the Braves, to come out and have this kind of start is not good.
I mean, that ball didn't even touch his glove, guys.
Well, I guess it's not an error, right? He didn't touch it, right?
I wrote it down as an error, though.
That's a good point, Tom.
Yeah, to Chipper's point, I mean, this could not be a worse start for the Mets. I mean, a game they need to come out here and win and get something going a little bit. Coming on, what, a 5-game losing streak coming into tonight. So this is not the start they wanted.
A lot of pressure on the Mets starters, of course, two being Max Scherzer and Justin Verlander, two monster contracts. And honestly, I don't think either of them have felt the kind of pressure they feel now. mean by that is, think about it from a pitching standpoint. They're both going to the Hall of Fame, right?
Oh, 100%.
They're both in their
first ballots.
First ballot. And they're expected now to be unhittable based on their contracts. And so you don't think that gets them pressing a little bit when you're supposed to anchor your staff. Honestly, I think that by the end of the year, we're going to be talking about greatness again. But it has not been a good start for the New York Mets rotation, who always in years have been dealing with injuries.
That's the thing. Out of the first 6 hitters of the game, Braves have squared up 5 balls. Even Olson's out was hit hard to center field.
Well, as my dad always used to say, don't count your chickens before they hatch, fellas. This boy is a bulldog. He's a competitor. He gave up a home run the first pitch of the game, his last outing to, I guess, the Blue Jays. Springer took him deep, and he didn't give up anything for the next 6 innings. So it's in the tank.
That's where he's trying to get swing and misses too, at that top part of the zone, easy fly balls.
We got 2 totally different release points and 2 totally different styles, but similar in their results, where you got almost a shot put kind of lower half strider who just backspins a fastball in the zone. More prototypical classic delivery in Verlander, but he can create the same top of the zone swing and miss that you're talking about. His slider is where he gets most of his strikeouts. This year his curveball has not been as sharp, and hitters are getting a higher average off of that.
Well, the Braves strike with 4 hits, 3 runs. Right here by Austin Riley, this man. Braves 3-0.
Baxby's indescribable good play. Oh, what do we have here? That's a bomb, Chipper. That is a bomb. We just saw a home run. And, yep, that's gone. First home run. Not happy about the jog, but it's it just happened to be my inning, boys, and we had to talk about. We'll get to everyone's first home run.
That was like a baby giraffe crossing home plate.
That was. Yeah, that was.
Elbows and kneecaps.
We're going to get to everybody's first.
Who
home
was
run.
it off of?
Don Carmen.
Don
Carmen.
Yeah, little 4-seam fastball. You know what kind of stinks besides that hit is they were giving out a computer that year for the longest home runs hit, for a Braves player. 428. And
428 was the longest home run hit
for a long time, until a guy by the name of Dale Murphy supposedly hit one farther. I'm not sure that.
Are you saying your ball went 428?
It did. Straightaway center.
And how would you even know they were giving away a computer?
It's all politics. I mean, obviously they're going to give it to Murphy. He's the big hulking man.
Yeah, I just think it's kind of cheesy. If I hit it farther,
it looks bad on the team, John, if you hit the farthest home run of the year.
That's horrible looking.
Well,
horrible optics.
Speaking of optics.
Foul ball. Let's take a look inside the booth.
Well, I thought we were all supposed to bring something.
They asked me to bring my Silver Sluggers. There's not enough room. I couldn't bring them all.
Did you get the memo? You're supposed to bring something, right?
No, I didn't.
I thought I was supposed to bring my Silver Slugger that I got.
That's nice.
It's one of it.
Just one?
Is. Just one.
Oh.
Okay. I didn't want to be a hog.
I understand.
Tore up my shoulder after that.
Hey, Buck made his appearance on the field.
Buck made a showing.
That wasn't easy bringing that bad boy in the stadium.
I was going to say, what? Hey, I got a legit question. What are you going to do getting out?
That's. I didn't think about that.
Hey,
part.
if you're up by the upper deck,
no.
hey, people, right outside the press box after the game, tell your friends to go there and get a Silver Slugger.
So how many did you get, Glav?
I had 4.
Very nice. Well, just what we thought. We were going to get a 1-0 game and 14 strikeouts.
Yep, and here we go.
Isn't that how it usually works?
6 hits already.
Yeah.
And
I can remember a game, Roy Halladay against Tommy Hanson, God rest his soul, in Atlanta, and everybody was, saying it was going to be a 2-1, 3-2 game. It ended up being 13-11.
Yeah, that happens so many times. Well, Marte's going to want to make up for that error.
Matt, you said it, Tom. The ball never hit his glove.
No, good point. So I think I put it down as a triple.
It's a triple.
Yeah. It's a triple in Little League, right? Oh, it never touched his glove.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see Marte do that very often.
And that's that lane I was talking about. You talk about his slider.
Coming out of the same.
The height of that fastball was so perfect that the slider looked like a fastball coming in. There's no way a hitter in the game can get ready for 99 in the same plane and then hit his breaking.
Yeah. Would you like to see Strider, as he continues to develop, go change up to righty sometimes too, or not?
I think he can bring that in to a special hitter, but if you think about his changeup, it just gives the right-handed hitter a chance.
Yeah.
And the left-hander has a different view and different angle coming attacking that ball. So I think for Strider, because he throws so much strikes, you can get lulled into just throwing your fastball as hard as you want in the middle of the box. Some days it's going to work. Some days it's not. If he can get a quadrant that he locks in on, and the top part of that quadrant seems to be an unhittable plate pitch.
That's going to score Lindor.
But see, that breaking ball rolled in the zone. And when it rolls in the zone, and Chipper can speak to it, you're getting ready for 99. You're doing that a favor. That bat speed catches up quick. And this is, what Marte was hoping for.
Up in the zone.
That one had very little depth, more of a sweeper. Stayed on one plane, a lot easier to track as a right-handed hitter.
The old sweeper, chips on
the sweeper, yeah.
Now.
Sweeper.
Yeah, the sweeper.
These Mets are not going to go away. They got some professional hitters in their lineup. We talked about the guys in the first inning, Nimmo and McNeil, obviously Marte, good young at bat by Beatty, the third baseman. I met him. He's huge.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, he's a big old boy.
The thing I like that they're finally doing, Chipper, with him is they're just playing him every day now. Lefty, righties, it doesn't matter. Play the kid.
You got to see what you got.
Yeah.
Let the kid play. He obviously, over the last couple of nights watching him, he's not intimidated or shying away from any of these at bats. He's going up there hacking. Love to see that out of a young hitter.
As good as Tommy Pham is going, this is a hard matchup for him against Strider.
Good call, John.
That's pretty hard to catch up to as a hitter. It's right at the top of the zone. That's the strike, the swing and miss that Verlander's trying to get right now. And yeah, like you said, Tommy is a little bit overmatched on that at bat.
Bring up the catcher Omar Narvaez tonight. Getting the start behind the dish.
One of the things that, you got to get on first, but you can take your bases against Strider if you're a runner, and that's the one thing pitchers are going to have to be more aware of than ever before because of the new rules and the change in philosophy.
Right in no man's land.
Yep, perfectly placed.
That's a beautiful thing right there.
Tom gets so mad last night, Chip, every time. Remember last night, that inning where the Braves got 3 infield singles?
Well, you could see it kind of took something out of Scherzer.
For sure.
When I'll tell you what, I've never seen that out of Max last night on the swinging bunt to Arcia to score the first run. and his shoulders dropped 3 or 4 inches, and it's really deflating. You make a great pitch to hopefully get yourself out of the inning, and it falls in no man's land, and they score a run, and we're right back in the game.
And it was the 3rd time that inning that it was that type of hit.
Yeah, it's one thing when you got to deal with it one time, but the 3rd time you're like, come on, really?
I mean, this is not going to be a surprise to any 3 of you, but what I'm about to say, I was a pretty emotional pitcher.
Really?
And yeah, I wore my emotions on my sleeve, and I'm sure we'll see some evidence of that later. But Glav taught me, and Maddox taught me, Glav taught me how to fake it. Like, just be out there and not letting anyone know, you know, as soon as the head shot drops or your shoulders, like Chipper said, the hitters got you. And so I learned over time, it took me a while to learn how to fake it. And then, you know, Doggy used to always say, control the controllables, right? You make a good pitch.
Nothing you can do about it.
And they hit a little dribbler, then you made a good pitch.
I'm not messing around with any off speed here.
No. Paint 96 again like he just did.
I beg to differ, because whenever Doggy gave up one of those bleeders and his glove went over his mouth.
Well, I mean, it's not that he didn't.
The dump button should have been close by.
Yeah, good thing they don't have the technology now that they did.
Oh my goodness.
That they didn't then that they do now.
Took a little off of that one.
And that's going to be the maturation of Spencer Strider when he learns, because his unique style of pitching, everything's out in front. His fastball works off his lower half. He's working on that curveball break. When he can start changing breaks on his breaking ball and know it, it's over, because that is what is the difference in this era of forcing fastball spin and slider break and curveball break.
Brandon Nimmo, first pitch heater. Grand slam for the Mets, and you called it, Chip. Mets right back up 5-3. Who else had 8 runs through the first inning and a half?
Not me.
We may be looking at both of these boys being spectators. This is a fastball right down the middle. And this guy's a good hitter. He's hitting at the top of the lineup for a reason. He's been hitting over 300 for most of the season. Got a little juice, as you just saw. Can hit the ball out of the ballpark, but he sees a lot of pitches.
That was my home run inning, but only for the Braves, right?
Right, exactly.
Yeah. No. So hopefully you still get a call one in a minute. I don't know if you wanted to make that call in the Hawk Harrelson.
No.
Yeah, Nimmo 338 coming in tonight on the road, 3rd highest in baseball. So he's no surprise there.
Yeah, good numbers against Strider coming into the game. He's hitting 417.
I'll tell you, last year in New York, I don't know if you all remember that one 5-game series the Braves went up there, but Strider, they must have fouled off 40 balls off him. And I think he was at 90-something pitches through 3 2/3, and they had just frustrated him.
Well, anytime a pitcher talks about it in the post game to the media, you know that they got to him. And every pitcher's got a bugaboo. You know, they got a team that's a bugaboo for him. It's a tough matchup for him.
Have been hit. So let's go back to some home runs hit by this booth. I think I remember this one. I always felt that his hips were out of line when he would jog around. Have you ever noticed that? Like, I remember this one.
Oh, Kansas City Royals action.
So those are a couple of the home runs in the booth. And got another one we'll get to later, because that one made me pass out. I'm not kidding. I literally passed out when Glavine hit a homer because I didn't think it was possible.
Oh, come on. I almost seriously had a couple more.
No, you were of the pitchers, of us pitchers, you were the Arise, who's hitting 403 for the Marlins. You were that kind of hitter.
He was a slap hitter.
You were a slap hitter. There was no chance that you were going to hit a home run in your big league career. And then all of a sudden you do this commercial, which, whatever. Whatever.
He is so mad.
He's so bitter.
He is so
Chicks
mad
dig the
about
long ball
not
commercial.
getting. You were wearing.
I'm the only one that had a homer at the time. Like, I was the power guy.
You were wearing the wrong shoes, bro.
That is true.
Were you more mad that Glavine or Maddox was in it?
No, it was just the fact
No, there's definitely an answer to that. Which one bugged you more?
they both bugged me more because they didn't hit a home run. And then all of a sudden the commercial became like,
well, I mean,
he hit a home run after that.
I saw the way Heather reacted to the home run ball. I needed to go deep.
It is one of the greatest commercials of all time. I am going to say that.
It is an epic commercial.
As much as I wanted to be in that commercial, because I'm funnier than those guys, it's an epic commercial.
I mean, this kid, Chipper, you got to talk to me. That's 3 years. $0.3 million.
Oh, he's the steal of the league. I mean, this guy that goes out and plays great defense. He's sitting over 300. He's a great clubhouse guy. Like the guys all absolutely love him, and so happy for him. You know, he was relegated to pretty much a role player, you know, playing behind Dansby, and now he gets his opportunity. And shoot, we got him locked up for the next couple of years. Good player, Orlando Arcia.
And that was a pretty good curveball he hit.
Yeah.
But that's my point. For whatever reason, the league is hitting, I think, about 293 on his curveball, and that's not normal for a Justin Verlander as he tries to settle back in and get in his groove, because you know these guys are going to get on a groove. I mean,
they're too good.
They're too good, and once they can get reset and not talk about what they haven't done of late.
And Michael Harris last night, the big double and homer. Chipper, talk a little bit. What have you worked with him? What has he been working on?
Been trying to keep his head a lot more still. He's had a big leg kick, and when his front foot hits, he was taking his hands with it. We've been trying to work on abbreviating the leg kick, making it a little lower, getting some separation between his stride foot and his hands, and hopefully flattening out his swing a little bit. And it's, you know, he's been barreling some balls, hasn't gotten a lot of luck in the last week or so. But as you know, as long as if your mechanics are good, but you're swinging at bad pitches, guess what? You're still going to make outs.
Yeah.
You know, so a lot of it is pitch selection. Getting himself out. We can sit here and harp on his mechanics all he wants, but if he doesn't swing at strikes, he's going to make outs.
But the other thing, Chipper, that's an evolution of a hitter is the league's going to figure him out, and they're going to make adjustments, and then the hitter's got to make an adjustment to kind of close those doors, because once, I used to say it all the time, once the league starts knowing what you're doing, every pitcher's going to try to emulate that. Not that every pitcher has the same stuff, but
well, that's the game at this level. Whoever makes the adjustment first wins the matchup. You know, I mean,
and with all the technology now and the numbers they have today.
I fell into, I don't know how many times this happened to you, Glad, but I fell into the scouting report. We had a lot of the same information, just wasn't as technical, right? It was all kind of the same thing. And I remember listening to our hitters meeting, and I'm pitching that day, and we would go over our hitters meeting in front of everybody. And Leo would do it, and Juan Samuel with the Philadelphia Phillies led off the game, and all I heard was dead fastball hitter. That was a scouting report. Dead fastball hitter. I'm like sitting in my chair going, well, I'm a dead fastball pitcher, so now what?
Yeah.
So I threw 7 sliders in a row, and the 7th one he hit for a home run. And they were screaming at me when I got in the dugout, like, what are you doing? And I said, well, he's a dead fastball hitter. And they said, that doesn't mean you can't throw him a fastball. So I had to learn the hard way that you still pitch off your strengths and don't give the hitter too much credit, or he's going to win out.
But I do think that's something for me anyway, I struggle with. In today's game, I see more and more of that. More and more you're attacking a pitcher or a hitter's weakness,
which is
not necessarily a pitcher's strength.
Right. Chipper, how long do you think Acuna can have that style of hitting with the barrel of the bat and where his hands are over time?
I don't know, but I'm not messing with him as a
Oh, I get it. No, I get that. But I'm just talking about how strong he is and how quick he can do it now.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's not ideal, but his hands are so lightning fast, and you know, part of being, I think, a good hitting coach is knowing when to step in and say something when you see something, and knowing when to sit back and just keep your mouth shut, you know. And you got to know the room, and you know, I marvel every day watching this kid take flips in the batting cage. It's one of the most impressive things I've ever. It's like claps of thunder.
Oh my gosh!
You know, when he makes contact, it's just a different sound, and it's you feel like every day you come to the park, you could see him do something unbelievable
that you've never seen.
Really special.
Yeah. We did the World Baseball Classic this year, covered it, and there were two guys everybody came to watch: Ohtani and Acuna.
Yeah.
They were hitting balls at Marlins Park in places it's impossible to describe.
Olsen with the 0-2 hack. And Harris with great base running. That's one thing, Chipper, you can talk about with Wash and EY. I love it. We're one of the most aggressive base running teams, going first to third.
Oh yeah,
forcing the issue.
If you got an opportunity to take an extra 90 feet, and this is a very good defensive ball club in New York, but the arms out in the outfield are not elite. So if they have to go to their right or left, you're going to see the Braves try and take 90 feet every single opportunity they get. It was one of the things that they talked about, you know, before the first game of the series in the team meeting was, if these guys have to move left or right, you know, 6, 8, 10 steps, let's take the extra 90 feet.
I was almost going to predict that Justin Verlander would throw a fastball. In the game of baseball as a pitcher, when a guy takes you deep on one of your best pitches, you've got to come back on and establish it. Don't put it in your back pocket. Don't show him that you're afraid to throw a pitch, and he dotted it in the upper corner.
I thought it was a ball up, personally.
No, Jeff, it's a strike.
Well, most of the time as a hitter, whenever you take somebody deep, you're thinking to yourself, okay, well, I don't have to worry about that pitch anymore.
Yeah.
But the guys who know the psychology of baseball, the guys who, you know, have a brass set underneath them, they're going to say, okay, buddy boy, I don't think you can do it again.
$11 hits now combined.
Just what we thought.
Bottom of the second inning.
No chance.
Had a better chance of having 11 strikeouts than 11 hits.
Had a better chance of bringing an umbrella to the game today, thinking it was going to rain.
Well,
there's that chance here.
Good spit right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off of. But that's a pitch where if your sights are to left center, you swing at it. But his sights, we've worked so hard, are to right center. He stayed on it just long enough to be able to take it.
Good job working the count back.
I'm saying breaking ball, so it's probably going to be a heater.
Oh. 107 off the bat, right to Lindor.
Mets our score, and we are welcome. I should say we are to welcome in Braves manager Brian Snitker. He's kind enough to join us here at the top of the third inning. Snit, exactly what we thought we'd have, a 5-3 ball game here in the third inning, huh?
Yeah, isn't it? I said earlier, I'm glad we scored those three. I mean, yeah, so you never know what the heck's going to happen. That's what I said, why we keep coming back in this game.
Snit, let's talk about the offensive approach tonight so far. I know the 3 runs, but man, what a job. Just even the outs are loud.
No, it is. And I think they're being real patient. They're not biting. They're not chasing. And, you know, they're getting a good pitch to hit and doing something with it. So that's really good.
Snit, I think sometimes we get a read of a pitcher on the mound, and Spencer Strider, beyond talent, is he like this off the mound? I mean, does he ever get excited? Does he ever show any emotion, or is he pretty even keeled?
No, he's very consistent in what he does. I've been so impressed with this young guy as I've gotten to know him. You watch his work ethic, the consistency of what he does, how he prepares, and he's pretty, nose to the grindstone all the time.
Yeah, Snit, in the minor leagues, you had an unbelievable mustache. Have you thought about growing it out, looking at Strider?
Well, I did. Mine's a way different color than what it used to be when I had one. So, yeah, believe me.
Snit, I want to congratulate you on your 579 career wins, passing George Stallings last night into third place. You only got 2 more in front of you, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know if I got enough time.
Well, I think I speak for all of Braves country. We're happy to have you as our manager. It's nice to come to work and see your smiling face every day. So congratulations.
Thank you, Chip. I appreciate that.
And I got to say again, Snit, I am sorry for all those early years in the bullpen that I tore you up and beat up your knee. Every time I see you, I feel it, and I'm sure you feel it because your knee has never been the same. And again, I apologize on national TV.
I feel it every night when I have to walk up those stairs when the game's over. That's quite all right. I loved every minute of it.
Snit, out of the 4 guys up here, who are you most worried about tonight messing up and saying something dumb?
Well, you probably all finish in a tie.
What do you mean by dumb, Jeff? Or you just mean something inappropriate?
Let me rephrase that. Inappropriate.
Yeah, that's when I said before. I said, "Are you guys behaving?" Now, I know you're doing a great job of. I've had Ronnie put it on the DVR so I can watch it tonight when I get home.
One of the things that this stadium, when it was first built, I think every hitter complained, Snit, about how big it was. It sure has not played that way over time.
No, I mean, I was honestly, you know what? It played big. I don't know, like the second year. Then all of a sudden things started panning out. And when the summertime comes and it gets hot, I think it's a fair park.
Yeah.
It's guy just like Austin did. You can go the other way as a right-hander. You can backspin a few balls into that gap right there as a left-hander, and it's good. It's an unbelievable place to come to work every day.
Snit, we'll let you go in a minute here, but we got to give a picture here for the fans to see your stash in Mississippi. Look at that with the glasses.
That's a beautiful thing, right?
You will see it tonight when you DVR, but that's
back in my hair days, and I was way more volatile than I am right now too. That's for sure.
Well, we actually have a wig up here that you could throw on that Smoltzy donned earlier.
I've seen that. I kind of like this. The bald is a lot easier to take care of.
It sure is. It sure is. And we're going to leave you with this. I'm going to ask you the hard question when you were third base coach. Were you more worried about sending Glavine or me to home plate when we were running the bases?
No, I'll be honest with you. All you guys were good base runners. I was more worried about sending Mac than anybody, if you want to know the truth. I didn't mind you guys, but I break into hives when he was at second.
We'll let you go manage on that one, Snit.
All right.
Hey, get us another comeback win tonight.
All right. Thanks, guys. Have fun.
He's the best, man.
He's unbelievable.
Can I tell you guys, well, I got traded over here. Of course, Glav and you guys are all homegrown. And I go right over to the instructional league, and Brian Snicker, first guy I meet, he's the sergeant. He's the instructional coach and the leader, and I was scared to death of him. I mean, I was like, oh, don't mess up, do this, do that. And nothing could be farther from the truth as he's evolved and obviously spent, almost 60 years now, whatever it is, 50-some years in the Atlanta Braves organization. But then that story about him catching me in the bullpen and catching us, he could catch Glavine on a stool, and he literally had a stool, but it had a spring, and it was a stool that he would sit and catch, and it took the pressure off his knees and his back. And I never felt comfortable about it. I used to tell him, Brian, I just don't feel good of you sitting there. I'm not exactly Glavine-like. And finally, I threw a bounce the slider, hit him square in the knee, knocked him off the stool, and he never had it again. It was over. And I mean, I squared him up. I felt so bad.
He's such a nice guy. He's a lot like Bobby. He's so even keeled and even tempered. I can remember coming up, you know, with him through the minor leagues. Very rarely ever heard him talk, but man, when he got that fungo and that bucket of balls out, you knew you were in for a long day. Speaking of long days.
Yeah, the Mets are doing what they do.
Well, and
that's the ball in play.
And that's what's surprising about their year so far. Last year they got a lot of hits. They put the ball in play. They didn't strike out. And this year their offense is just not coordinating the results that they had hoped for when they put together this team. And some of the narrative that you're hearing is maybe they're too old or they got some older players. I just don't buy it. I think they haven't been connected. They haven't been healthy like a lot of teams. And it might just take a game, unfortunately, like this to you never know what game rallies a team in the particular way that they win a game.
I mean, is there such thing too, though, as too many strikes? I mean, you look 54 pitches, 40 strikes tonight by Strider.
Well, that was my point.
Yeah.
You know, glad that he can get away with it on particular games when he's electric and just. But then there's going to be games where he doesn't.
Well, and to your points, Multi, that you know the Mets don't strike out. I think coming in this year so far, they're third lowest strikeout ratio in baseball. So they put the ball in play. So, you know, they do a good job of. Even if Spencer, you know, gets that pitch in the zone with high velocity, they're fouling it off and trying to get him to make a mistake.
It would stand to reason that a team that, you know, a team like this would drive him absolutely crazy. They don't hit the ball out of the ballpark with the exception of, you know, Alonso and
the polar bear
Lindor a little bit. But other than that, they don't hit the ball out of the ballpark. So, you know, a team like this you could see would be a bad matchup for Spencer.
Every out's been a strikeout but one. We got to fly out to left field, and everything else has been action controlled by Strider or the Mets hitters.
Now there's a 6 strikeout. So you said it, 6 out of 7 have been via the K.
I got to put that on Francisco Lindor.
Because he was jockeying back and forth.
Yeah, he was jockeying back and forth, and it really took the focus off of Marte. That ball's borderline anyway.
Borderline, that's perfect.
The fact of the matter is you can't be when the hitter's got 2 strikes. If you're going to go.
Yeah.
All right, but don't be jockeying back and forth back there.
Chipper used to get those calls, Tom.
I understand. I mean, it's borderline for him. It's a strike for me.
Have you seen the back of the baseball card? I mean, I think
there we go. I was waiting for it. Took the 3rd inning.
I'll toot my own horn.
You don't know how many places that, you know, I would travel. You Braves pitchers got off the plate. That was guilty by association. It wasn't me.
Hey, listen, if you throw it there enough times, they can't help but call it. I mean,
eventually you're going to wear them down.
Yes.
Unless your name's Gary Darling.
Oh, boy.
That brings up some bad memories, doesn't it?
I got 2 catchers thrown out in his game.
They talked about it. Never even a chance for d'Arnaud.
No, it's something pitchers in general have to do a better job in spring training now that there is a pitch clock and there is the bigger bases and we've gotten away from the analytical got to have an 85% success rate to steal bases. They're going to have it's going to catch up. You know, ironically, that's why Pittsburgh, that's why small market teams like Arizona, all these teams are having good years. You know why? Because they can compete now against the big boys who mash and hit home runs.
Yeah.
They're stealing bases, they're putting the ball in play, they're putting pressure back on the pitcher and the defense, and that's something that pitchers are going to have to get better at no matter how many guys you strike out a game.
I've seen here early on more and more pitchers, not all, but more and more trying to manage the run game a little bit where they're slide stepping a little bit and they're doing all these things. And you know, for a lot of these guys, it's the first time they've ever had to do it.
Yep.
You know, and I know, like I've said it often, for me, you know, it was the 1988 Cardinals that forced me to learn how to slide step because they ran all over the place.
Yeah.
You know, so I was like, well, you better do something. And baseball hasn't really had that for a long time. These guys haven't had to deal with it.
Vince Coleman, Willie McGee, and Tommy Herr.
Don't forget Terry Pendleton. He could steal too back in the day.
And Ozzie Smith.
Speaking of base running, how about Smith throwing BMAC under the bus? I know he's at home watching right now. What do you think he's doing? Eating?
Hey.
Either that or he's in his golf simulator.
He's on his golf simulator right now with the TV on to the left.
He's got his hat on backwards. He's got a dip in his mouth. And he is throwing stuff at the TV right now.
With a bag of Doritos somewhere close by.
BMAC, I'm sorry, buddy. You deserve better than that.
I was with BMAC yesterday. He kicked my butt on the golf course yesterday.
He did.
He did.
I wasn't doing anything yesterday.
You weren't?
No.
I wasn't either.
I thought you were doing a game.
Huh. We think I can't golf in the morning and do a game at night, John?
How about all the buzz I created when I was closing, playing golf every day?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's all good till you blew a save.
Yeah. Then it's golf's fault.
That's a big couple outs right there.
Yeah, leave it second and third. 6-3, bottom of the third.
Mets, and we're going to take a look back at our partner in crime up here, Chipper, a.k.a. Larry Jones, who just wore out the Metropolitans in his day, so much so that he named his son Shea.
Isn't that taking it to the ultimate level? Isn't that?
I mean, I kind of think it is. It's yeah. I mean, you look at those numbers, and
I got to brag on you, Chip.
I mean,
the bottom one is the one that's unbelievable to me.
Yeah. I mean, I'd name my kid after that stadium too if I did that up there. So, I mean, why not, right?
Listen, if you had like 8 6-year-olds flipping you off and telling you how much, yo, Chip, you suck. You know, I mean, 6-year-olds, come on. It's like you wouldn't want to make right turns either at first base. I always enjoyed my time in New York. It was probably the most fun I had playing baseball because my dad put it on such a pedestal when I was growing up, saying that if you can be successful on that stage, whether it's Yankee Stadium or Shea Stadium, ultimately Citi Field, you can be successful anywhere because the lights are brighter in New York. Let's face it.
Yeah.
I mean, you know from the time you get to the ballpark and you stand in front of your locker and there's, 25 reporters in front of you before the game and 50 after the game. It's different. We had 4 beat writers following us around when we were playing here in Atlanta. They probably had 10 times that much.
Yeah.
Should try playing there.
No, thank you.
I remember. You remember that, Glad, when I got traded in Colorado and you talked to me in the airport on the way to the airport for 30 minutes and told me everything. I'm like, oh gosh, you didn't make anything better.
I've seen so many, obviously, of these home runs. But boy, when you started hitting them like this.
Oh, yes.
I was so mad. How did you hit that out of here?
This is my all-time favorite home run.
Look at, what did you say, Glab?
Right there was the you got to be.
Well, you're the only one of the big 3 that I took deep. So sorry you had to be the sacrificial lamb.
That's okay.
Buddy.
That's all right. It's all right.
If I remember right, I think we beat you 4-0 that night, and we hit 4 solo homers.
I think you did.
And I don't ever remember you giving up 4 homers in a game.
Well, didn't happen a lot, but it
didn't happen that night.
Happen to you guys.
But I mean, if it's gonna happen, it happens to the Atlanta Braves.
Yeah, of course.
To us.
Yes.
I mean, come on.
Were you bothered by the mock turtleneck Chipper was wearing it all during the AB, or
no?
did you
Because I used to wear that in the day too. I mean, that was fashionable.
Hey, we are trendsetters.
Yeah, it'll come back. Everything does.
Like just just like when y'all came up, the baby Braves, and y'all wore your pajamas to the park, you know, the baggy pants.
I never wore the baggy pants.
Whatever.
Come on, I had khaki shorts and a golf shirt.
I will say this, they were a lot more comfortable than those really tight ones that I was wearing.
Well, wait a minute. You're talking about the baggy baseball pants.
Yes,
yeah,
I'm talking.
yeah.
They looked like pajama bottoms.
Oh, well, we all didn't put 6 sliders on underneath our pants.
Hey.
People used to say, man, Chipper's legs are huge. I'm like, no, they're not.
To my madness. You never saw me with strawberries on my rear end, did you?
Good point, Chip.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, smart man.
You know what? When you get in the shower, those strawberries hurt.
Well, there was another thing that happened. You know, we have so much history with New York, but it's probably one of the greatest plays in the history of the game.
Oh, jeez.
And, oh, wait, Glav was running.
Oh, my. Who was that playing first?
Craig Wilson.
Craig Wilson.
Chipper almost got my way. I had it the whole time, and Chipper's like looking at me like, you have lost your mind.
Are you the guinea pig this segment?
That's my inning.
It is his inning. If someone goes deep, Glav's got to call it.
Yeah.
Glav's the guinea pig. And I know when Glav turned around and passed to whoever the first base coach was, he goes, who fielded that?
Yeah, 100%. I said, did Schulte get that? And he said, yeah. And I was like, yeah.
I mean, if you could have just seen where I ended up to throw that ball.
Well, if you'd let your third baseman play it, it would have happened a lot easier.
I mean,
hey, trust me, I was looking forward to pitching against him. And so anything that was in the infield, I was going to get. We used to give Glav, you know, look, I mean, great hockey player, but beat up his ankles. We called you what, wooden ankles?
Wooden ankles, yeah. I was not fleet of foot, for sure.
Speaking of hockey, I gotta tell you, I got a chance to meet Wayne Gretzky the other day. He was down in the dungeon, and we had like a slight rain delay, and I was sitting in the dungeon watching playoff hockey with the Great One.
How good was that?
It was awesome.
Yeah.
That's like watching the Masters sitting next to Jack Nicklaus. You know, I mean.
Well, I do got to give Glav props because we were in the Fulton County Stadium, and you know I'm not afraid to do anything. So I got on the catcher's gear, the catcher's mask, and all the equipment, got a glove, got a hockey stick, and I said, show me how good you are to hit a slap shot by me. Sure enough, he did. I mean, I wish we had pictures back then because it was funnier than
was it the wrister or the slap shot?
He got it. He
got
it by me.
Snap shot, wrist shot, slapper, yeah.
Hockey's kind of a tough subject with Glav right now, Chip.
Yeah.
You know, Boston, that best record, and out in the first round.
They're like the greatest team ever, right?
Yeah. Nobody that ever has the best record wins the cup.
It happens a lot in baseball as well, boys.
Look at that. Right, look at that. Oh, there it was, Smoltzy. You saw that.
I did see that.
That looks pretty good.
Got it by me.
That was actually a fun baseball card to do. I remember they asked me to do that, and I was like, we have rinks here in Atlanta?
We got one up in Alpharetta, yeah.
Yeah, it's big now. Hockey's big here now.
It's coming back, right? Team's coming back, maybe?
That's what I'm hearing. That would be pretty awesome.
What a turnaround for Marcel, huh?
Oh, my.
This guy, I mean, he couldn't hit the ball out of the infield for like what seemed a year, and then all of a sudden he decided he was going to stay behind the baseball, and he's come from, I think, 071. Now he's over 200.
I mean, he was a couple days away, possibly. We talked about it, from getting DFA'd, and you go from New York to Miami and completely turns his season around.
Well, he's another guy that the guys in the clubhouse, they absolutely love him. This guy, if I had to put a label of hardest working hitter on anybody, it's this guy. Like, he is in the cage nonstop. Every time we hit early on the field, in the middle games of series, we have early batting practice here on the field. He does not miss it, and he doesn't just take flips. He takes his flips and then he goes off the machine. I mean, he is just a tireless worker. So it's good to see that work paying off. Except for this about.
Well, speaking of hard-working hitters, let's take a look at this hard-working hitter.
Oh, my.
A little cutter down and in.
What's this? The bottom of the third? The rest of the game is going to have to be really good for me.
Right? I mean,
show that changeup that he hit back to me and screamed at me the whole way to first base.
I think I got a punching bag sitting right next to me.
Right? My gosh. At least I'm getting it over with.
I did. When Glab threw that complete game against us up at Shea, I was second to last hitter in the 9th inning. Squibbed one off the end of the bat, and he picked it up, and I dog cussed him the whole way to first base, and he gave that little chuckle laugh of his.
Tell you what, both of these pitchers, Verlander about to throw his 70th pitch.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
I think both of these guys are trending towards being out of this game by the.
There he is again.
Yep.
I'm telling you what, guys, he's making a push to go to the All-Star game.
He really is, and to be honest with you, he probably deserves it. And if he hadn't missed a month due to injury, he probably would. This is another fastball, center cut. That's what you should do with it. Stays on it nicely. Doesn't try to do too much. Drives it right back where it came from. Beautiful piece of hitting, getting us right back in the game. And like I said, I don't know that Verlander and Strider are gonna last much. If they make it to the 5th, I think it'll be a moral victory, both of them, through the 5th.
Chip, do you think with Arcia, though, too, also, you know, when he played in Milwaukee, to me, it was trying to hit a home run almost every at bat. To me, now he's done a better job of going the other way, using all the field.
Yeah, and I think that's that's a maturation process, buddy. Yeah. You know, I mean, it's knowing what kind of hitter you are. He can hit the ball out of the park. He's got, you know, crazy pop, but the fact of the matter is he's staying within himself. And when you stay within yourself at the plate, don't try and hit the ball 500 feet. You're going to center more baseballs. And when you center more baseballs, you're going to hit for a higher average. Your chase rate's going to go down. Your walks are going to go up. Your average is going to go up. On base percentage, all that stuff is a byproduct of staying within yourself during your swing.
Well, this is not the at-bat that Verlander was hoping for to face Acuna, potentially with the bases loaded. So getting behind 3-0 to a somewhat struggling hitter, even though he's last year had a great year, it was not that was not in the cards when you're thinking about who's on deck. And trust me, when you're a starting pitcher, you know who's on deck.
Yeah, that's why it was a little surprising to see that 2-0 changeup with Ronald on deck.
Man, I definitely did not see this coming tonight. What's he out there now? Just trying to calm him down?
Okay. Now they got to get somebody going. I mean, that's two things.
Just giving him a breather, you know, kind of reset.
Oh, what do we have here? Another home. Oh, no. Sit down. Sit down. Oh. Look at that. Froze you on the changeup in.
The front door changeup. At that point, I was like, man, he's feeling good.
Oh,
there it was again. Go sit down.
How about a home run call here, Tom?
Boy, yeah.
Granny?
Granny.
Get Tom smiling again here in the booth after those.
Yeah. I mean, I was feeling a little beat down. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, mechanically, this is going to be going back to the bullpen in between starts for both pitchers. Mechanically, just a little bit off than where they normally can locate their fastball, and this is obviously going to be the last hitter.
Under the top button right here. Got to come to Papa.
Chip, I know we talk about guys being green lighted all the time, but 7 balls in a row, you got to make him throw one here, right?
If Bobby Cox is your manager, I would say 100%.
Yeah.
But Snit leads the league in letting these guys swing. It would not shock me. Wow.
8 balls in a row.
Wow.
Yeah, that's going to do it.
Are you surprised, Smallsley?
I really am surprised. Maybe just giving him one more hitter because the matchup favors a high fastball. But, man, you're talking about one of the best in the game that could command the baseball, and he's out of his mechanics right now. Really struggling to locate that fastball, which is his money pitch.
I guess that's a disengagement, right?
It is.
But, I mean, that to me, where like I don't understand as a pitcher, you got the shift and all, just pitch out of the stretch, eliminate that.
Agreed. Why not just pitch out of the stretch? I mean, was he not out of the windup last hitter?
The last hitter he went to the windup, but up to that he's been in the stretch. So
okay.
We've been uncomfortable, so trying to get more comfortable out of the windup. This almost has to be a high fastball above the strike zone.
Well, I think the Braves, if nothing else, have accomplished what we talked about in the opener. Grinding out at bats, getting the pitch count up. Obviously, I didn't think that it would happen this way with both guys to this extent. But I think both offenses will tell you we've accomplished our goal. We're going to have probably a
bullpen game
five or 6 inning bullpen game.
Well, that'll favor the Braves in this series.
That will favor the Braves.
That's where they've made hay in this series over the last 12 games.
Good pitch. Really good pitch.
Well, guys, I think we got someone that wants to join a little bit. Doggy?
Hey, guys, how y'all doing?
Doggy, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing even better now that I know how much Smoltzy was upset by that Chick Did the Long Ball commercial.
I've never let it go.
He is not letting it go.
Yeah, good stuff.
You know, he thinks it's because he didn't wear the right shoe. I think he just didn't have the body for it. I mean, you saw that body in that commercial.
Only reason.
I mean, my goodness.
Yeah, it was terrible.
I like the milk mustache. That is so doggy right there, the milk mustache.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun doing that.
Where are you these days, Doggy?
I am actually in Dana Point, watching the game, watching the Knights play. I'm so sorry about your Bruins, buddy, but the Knights are still in it.
Well, you know, if the Bruins can't win, Doggy, I'll root for your team.
Well, I appreciate that. I had a chance to go to the first 2 games in Vegas. Now we came out to the beach for the rest of the summer and just enjoying retirement.
Hey, Doggy, we're probably going to, I'm going to give it away, but we're probably going to show one of the greatest plays ever played by our third baseman, Chipper Jones, in a pop-up that was down the first base line. I will never forget this. The look on your face when you were just playing traffic cop, and here comes a guy at 100 miles an hour, and he hits you where? In the back of the calf?
I remember that.
It was my first start in the big leagues. It was literally my first
here we go.
Start in the big leagues.
Check this out.
And he's like, oh, Freddie's going to catch it, and then
bam!
Just run over.
That never gets old. I mean, there is no way you would would be expecting that. Hey, Doggy, is there any way you could kind of give us the clean version of what you told him after that?
No, because the dump button was right next to him. Every other word was an F-bomb, rookie. You know, it was like, oh, I've run over the $10 million man in my first career start in the big leagues.
Oh. Yeah, bad break. I'm trying to make sure that Fred McGriff doesn't get in the way of or the catcher doesn't get in the way of Fred McGriff. And I got to Chipper.
That's your first start, Chip?
That was my first start in the big league.
Oh, my gosh.
I called home to my dad, and I was like,
I'm going to Triple.
That's got to be, I mean, the first inning of your first major league start, and you already have a blooper in the barrel? That's unbelievable.
I just can't even imagine what that would feel like as a pitcher, knowing you're doing your job and then you're on the ground.
Yeah.
Like somebody running you over.
Well, it wasn't fun. I never saw it coming.
My apologies, Doggy. I hope I made up for it later on in my career, buddy.
So, Doggy, when
you did plenty of times.
Doggy, when y'all made that commercial, was Smoltzy as bitter back then as he is now about not being included?
I never really realized he was that upset about it until today. I thought he was a good, supportive teammate, but I guess there was a couple things we didn't know about him.
I was. First of all, I didn't think it was going to turn out that great, to be honest with you. And it was great.
You didn't like the writing?
No, I didn't like the screenplay.
When you got the script, you didn't like the writing?
I saw it, and I'm like, I don't know if they're going to adapt to that.
I want to know what went behind the reasoning of you and Doggy and not like the three of you, or
I'm telling you, it's because I didn't wear their shoes.
Well, I mean, I think the fact that he didn't wear the shoes had something to do with it, but I think it also made it kind of fun because, you know, Doggy and I are about as vanilla guys as you're going to get, right? And
step into it, Alice.
Right? Yeah. So
did y'all get your chest waxed for that commercial?
Maybe. I mean, I think, you know, you guys know me.
Neither
Doggy.
one of them shaved until they were 35.
I mean, I think we went a little bit out of our comfort zone in that commercial.
Oh, you did. And it was, that's why I gave you guys mad props. That was, there isn't going to be, it was phenomenal. I'm surprised that you didn't get any more acting roles after that.
I mean, I am too, but. Doggy, what kind of wine you drinking right now?
Yeah.
Whatever I get my hands on.
You don't have one right now? Come on.
No, we're on the West Coast, man.
Oh, that's right. Sun doesn't go down for a little while.
Here. I'm 3 hours behind you guys right now, so
you're being responsible.
You know, I'm just enjoying the game. I'm enjoying the hockey game, and we're going to have dinner here as soon as we're done with this thing.
Doggy, if my
boy, that ball just kept carrying.
Good Lord, it did. That was a pop-up. Now, Chipper, you called it earlier in the game with Alvarez talking about Siding Young. I think they found themselves a player in him.
Yeah, he's just real short, compact, efficient swing. Looks like he just gets coiled up. And, man, that bat stays in the zone a long time. I don't know that he looked like he thought he got it, but barely got out of here. He's a good-looking young hitter.
Doggy, was it you in the dugout that got screened by Glavine and got hit by a foul ball that was hooked into the dugout? Am I remembering that right?
Yeah, that was right. That was, I think, Cliff Floyd. I think you were pitching and threw him a down-and-in slider, and he hooked it in our dugout.
And so I remember
Glass put the screen on. Never saw it coming.
I saw it happen. I didn't know who got hit. I was obviously worried. And I went up into the training room table, and you were covered in a complete towel. And I was like, oh, no. And so I look at it, I go, are you doing all right? He goes, man, I was having a great game till Glavine picked me. And obviously everything turned all right, but that was smoked.
Those my hockey days. I was setting the screen.
Yeah, the worst part was my wife's first Mother's Day, and I didn't have a chance to get her anything after the game.
Oh, boy. God, that's got to make you feel a little bad now.
Well, I mean, no, he shouldn't have waited that long. Really.
Send a clubby out to get some flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, we had a night game, day game. I was going to have plenty of time stuff on the way home, but I didn't make it home till a few hours after the game.
How's the golf game?
It's good. It's good. Playing every day, burned out, but get up and do it again the next day anyway. It's part of being retired.
Still got that putter that's taller than you?
Yeah, still working. 28 bucks today.
To the bottom of the fourth, and before we get a new pitcher, that was nice of old Doggy to call in, wasn't it?
It was. What's not nice is the view that we have behind my head. Can see, I thought I had hair up there.
You don't.
You don't, John.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not there. It's gone. Well, Chip, you called it. Braves knocked him out in 3 innings.
Yeah, something else I can't see is 13 runs in 3.5 innings. That just, I mean, it's crazy. But we got him out of the game, and now we got to go to work on this bullpen. Obviously, the Mets bullpen is going to have to cover 18 outs to win this ball game. It's been a tough sledding for that bullpen down there for the last little bit. But on the flip side, we're going to have to get 15 outs ourselves, So we're going to have to cover that in the bullpen. So we'll strap it up. Let's go. Put on your seatbelts. It's going to be a wild ride.
Beat it.
Basically, I see fastballs and sliders out of this Mets pitcher. As we already got way more hits than I thought we'd ever see.
Austin Riley showing off the wheels. Tough play for a young third baseman. Makes a good play, good throw, but Austin runs a little better than you think he does. He's a big old boy, but he's a pretty dang good athlete.
Chip, I got a good feeling you got to be ready. This is your home run inning.
All right. Well,
someone's going deep.
As long as you want the vanilla version of a home run call, I got you.
Ah, you got something better lined up.
Well, we got the right guys up. Got the middle of the lineup. Hopefully it'll happen. We'll get back in this game. I feel like if we can, get this game tied or get back on top, we're going to be looking pretty good for the end.
Good fastball there by Nogasek.
I was waiting for someone to say it first.
No. I mean, I don't know if it's right, but
you just that was like Adrianza. That was just called like Adrianza.
Yeah. A Danny. Yeah.
Danny.
I think everybody in the clubhouse calls him AD.
Yep. Perfect.
Yeah. Trav's on him. Trav on the ball inside. We were talking about his base swing being inside out, going the other way. But when he decides that he's going to pull, he does not get cheated. And that's one area where we've just been trying to get him to tone it down just a little bit on the ball inside so that he doesn't miss those pitches. He's had a couple pitches to hit middle in this at bat so far. Chokes up. I like that. A lot more back control that way, young hitters.
Yeah, he's become definitely, Chip, a kind of a more complete hitter since he's come from New York and Toronto here.
He was always a pretty good hitter. Bat to ball skills were good, but I'll tell you what, he loves it here. He loves playing here, whether he's starting, whether he's not. Doesn't. See, that's a tough play for third baseman right there, because you either got to make the decision to come and get it right away or to lay back. Obviously, you have a double play situation, so you want to come get it. I think he froze right there, and then he came, and I think if he goes right away, he probably gets out on the shortstop, short hop, and is able to at least get one out. Tough play for a third baseman. It's kind of a do or die. If you don't make the right decision right away, it's probably going to be an error.
Is that something, though, with more experience, you might finally say, I got to at least get one right there if you made a bad read right away?
Yeah, I think if he had it to do over again, he probably would have laid back and just gotten the out at second base.
Yeah.
Because you'll trade outs for 90 feet right now if you're the New York Mets.
I'll tell you one thing, we went old school in the booth tonight, and the pitch clock doesn't matter tonight.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'll tell you another thing that I didn't think we'd be talking about it. And that's the area code game. You guys familiar with the area code game?
You got a 302.
302, that's Delaware. And you go 3 innings, 0-5-1, believe it or not, South Africa. As a pitcher, when you got a lot of time on your hands and you got these kind of games,
Why
you
do
look
you
at.
know 051 is South Africa?
Well, I've just been playing the area code game for my whole life.
He went to the Google, probably.
And so, in a game like, we've seen certain games like this where you get, now the 4th and the 5th and the 6th inning is going to be the next area code game. The Mets have already checked in with 2. And we'll see how it plays out. I just didn't think we'd bring it up in these 2 pitchers and what they're doing.
No, it was definitely not setting up for that. But nonetheless, here we are.
We used to play that game. I mean, let's face it, we're making 35 starts and then you're watching 127, whatever 100, games there are left to watch. So you gotta come up with games to play. We'd play the time of the day in day games to batting averages, if that ever happened, and then the at bats to batting average. And I think we're getting close to some of those.
They got a break there at first base. Yentos had a kind of double clutch.
Yeah, good hustle by Eddie right here to get there. But yeah, the slight bobble at first cost him probably a chance of getting out of this inning, unless he gets another one.
Yeah, that's what good teams take advantage of, right? There's 2 extra outs now that potentially the Mets have given the Braves. So
yeah, and even if you'd love a big inning, but even if you only get 1 back here, you keep chipping away. Plenty of baseball left.
I'm going to start dribbling in some of these facts with the collective booth up here that is shared in our careers. And many of the milestones that we all together in this booth, we grounded into 410 double plays together. Did you know that?
I did not know that. No.
I'm going to say I'm the majority of them.
Yes. You grounded into 253. Oh, no.
Oh, God.
Way to go, John.
That's on me.
That's all Smoltzy as we head to the 5th. Xfinity Live look cam. We look up here in the booth, and looks like some of us can go 9 innings and others can't, guys.
That's the second time you guys have already gone to the bathroom.
Geez, Glab just made it back in time, and Chipper's not even there.
I'm hydrating, John.
We knew Chipper was going to hydrate. As we see the new pitcher, Michael Tonkin, back from the IL. First appearance since May 23rd, and I don't know how much you saw, but it was quite the story. He's gotten pitched in the big league since 2017. Spent some years in indie ball and made the team, ended up out of camp out of necessity, and has been outstanding.
Sinker slider. I think the umpires are holding up for Chipper to get back.
I think so. Oh, there he is. They can start now. The umps were waiting for you, Chip.
Yeah, they were waiting. Hey, Frenchie, I threw BP to you in spring training, right?
Yeah.
Some of the best BP you've ever seen.
That's very good.
Right there, right down the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody in this booth.
Don't get mad because I took you deep in spring training.
When I threw BPs, the quality BP to Chipper, he pimped me.
I did.
And
it might have been and turned out to be the only time I ever got a chance to take you deep. So
spring training crowds watching, going nuts. I'm trying to get the hitters ready, and he actually ran around the bases.
I did.
You don't do that.
I gave the phantom high five to the third base coach too. Best believe it. I'm not missing that opportunity. As much as you manhandle me on the golf course, you just give me something. Good pitch there by Tonk.
That's what I was saying, Chip, right before he came back, though. I said, Tonkin, he's been a great story this year out of that bullpen, man.
You got to have just like your 24th and 25th guys on your bench. You got to have guys down there in the bullpen that, you know, allow you to eat some innings up, to throw you some quality innings when you're trying to come back, when you're trying to save your high leverage guys at the end of the bullpen. And Tonk has been unbelievable this year since his call up. He's kind of funky, a little herky jerky, a little across his body, but he's got some pretty good stuff. We're getting a little bit of our own medicine from last night.
Yeah,
they don't get me wrong, they barreled some balls, but they've also dinked some in.
Well, you guys being Frenchie and Glavine, you guys do this here locally, and from a national stage, when I get to do the games nationally, I mean, everyone knows what kind of team the Braves have, but I think the national attention's been on what the Mets and Phillies aren't doing. And I don't know about you guys, but I still think the whole year's no one's going to run away in this division. And if the Braves get healthy, they're the most complete team from a national standpoint, looking at baseball with, you know, not being biased, and they can desperately use Max Fried and Kyle Wright to get back in the rotation. But I still maintain with the new schedule, with everything going on, the Marlins, you see, are 3 games back. This year, you're going to see more up and down teams in the standings than ever before, because the grouping of teams that you play will dictate that.
Oh, got a generous kick off the wall. Grab a plate to plate.
That one might be reviewed.
I think he might have got his hand in there, but what a relay. Great relay.
You have 15 seconds to make a decision on a review, but you talk about a Chip. Perfect positioning. And then watch the hand where the tag was.
Yeah, tag high in the shoulder.
I don't know, though, guys.
He's going to be safe.
Well, unless he grazed the thigh coming up. Let's see right here.
New York is challenging the alcohol at home plate.
Unless they deem he just flat out missed the arm. Let's see.
Yeah,
I think he whiffed.
I think he whiffed.
Yeah.
He did whiff.
It's such a tough play with the new rules and the way that a catcher has to be like a first baseman. Can't block the plate unless the throw takes you into it. That slide is a more popular slide now at home than any other slide there is.
It should be, because guys are scared to block the plate.
Yep.
So you have that opportunity. It's still the one rule. I will tell you this. I can't stand that rule. I'm not saying to barrel a guy over any time, but it just takes the ability.
But you can understand it right there. If he were to be allowed to blow up d'Arnaud right there, now he may not be in that position for him to do that, because he knows it can't happen. But that would end a catcher right there.
That's exactly, guys. I don't even know if he whiffed or he thought he was behind him already.
Well, the first thing you got to do as a catcher is make that swipe towards where the hand's supposed to go. And the only slide that makes that work is when you don't put your hand down till you're past sliding home. You know, we forget every base is bigger but home plate. right? So stealing bases and getting to bases, you're going to get the bigger advantage of the bases, but home plate is still the toughest place to slide because it's in the ground.
After review, the call is overturned. The runner is safe. New York will retain their challenge.
Well, the only thing you could probably do differently in that situation, when you're have a tag play at a base, you're taught to take the glove straight right in front of the bag, and it looked like, you know, Trav didn't get his glove to the front part of the plate. You know, it was high and swiping, so obviously they can't touch the base if your glove is sitting there with the ball in it.
Do you guys remember? We just had Doggy on the phone. Do you remember the play against Lavalier with the Pittsburgh Pirates when he jumped over the catcher?
Yes.
Yeah. And then the catcher went to chase him, and he juked him and got back to home plate.
That was beautiful.
Again, that's where I'm telling you it makes such a difference having Harris in center field, Acuna in right field with those arms, guys. They're not going to run on him.
And that's why you don't send him down. You know,
that's exactly why.
He's going to get it offensively. You do not send him down because he is a plus defender, and he will save you some runs along the way. He just saved you 90 feet right there just based on reputation.
And to his credit, his offensive struggles have not gone out to the field with him defensively. He's played great center field.
When we were talking a few minutes ago, I think the one thing though with the Mets and Phillies too, though, is they stayed too far back at 7.5, 8 games much longer. When you get a healthy Fried back at some point after the All-Star break, and again, I will say the lineup for the Braves, the depth of that lineup, them and the Dodgers are the two teams the last 5 years to me, that depth, and it's a reason they've gone where they've gone.
Yeah, to your point, I think it was you, Jeff. You look at the division and you try to handicap it, so to speak. I mean, I think the Braves are the most complete team. I think they are the team to beat, and I would be surprised if anybody caught them. But, you know, I mean, you're a couple injuries here or there, that, you know, everything changes.
And the one team I'm more on kind of waiting to see is if the Phillies, if they kind of put it together.
Well, there's no doubt the Braves, again, speaking nationally, have the best matchup problems for everybody else. I'll tell you whose lineup, and the team's not doing that well, but whose lineup's pretty long is St. Louis Cardinals, but they're having their own issues with the pitching rotation. That's why they're
pitching has
struggling. But everyone's overlooking the Arizona Diamondbacks.
They're a scrappy team. I mean,
they are, and I think that was what was so impressive, though, that the Braves were able to go out there and take 2 out of 3, especially after dropping 2 or 3 in Oakland.
Well, that 2-out grand slam was
huge,
pretty special.
Oh, it's me. Sorry, guys, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, I remember that throw.
You remember that throw?
How come when it was my inning, I got beat up for 25 minutes? When it's your inning,
what
do you got here?
Oh, wow.
What do we got here?
Oh.
A little bit of gold.
Chipper, did you get told to bring props?
I didn't know.
You guys missed it.
But guys, look, y'all are 3 Hall of Famers. I got 2 things on you. I got a Gold Glove, and of course, we all know about the Georgia High School Football Hall of Fame.
We
sure do. In fairness to me, I didn't wear a Rawlings style glove.
Me either.
And did I? I was Mizuno with you.
See, hence no commercial because of the shoes, and then the glove. Whose inning is this?
I don't know.
Mine. Stretch. You can put it on the board.
That's how he came to the park every day, like a young lad.
And that ball legitimately had to stretch to get out of here.
Well, this is what we're talking about with the Big Bear, staying behind the baseball, not hooking that ball like he used to, not flaring it to right like he used to, hitting it right on the button, just enough to get out of here.
I mean, I like the call and everything. Yeah. I do, and somewhere Brandon's like, thank God I get to come back and work. But I mean, you're stealing somebody else's. You got to make it your own. The next one that's
I used to love watching day games and listen to Hawks home run
But
call.
the next one that's hitting this inning, and I think it's going to happen, I need something different. I need just natural Jeff. Because that's a copyright infringement that you just took place in.
All right.
You ready to go all natural?
Huh. He's throwing down the gauntlet.
He is. Now I'm thinking.
No, don't
That's
think.
not
Just
good.
react. Still thinking?
I am. Hard.
Uh-oh.
Orlando's still throwing good ABs up, boys.
Yes, he is.
Centering balls. Good to see.
And that's the thing when you think about Chip, like you said, with Michael Harris at the bottom of the lineup, if he gets going, Ozuna, Arcia, Harris might be the best 7, 8, 9 hitters in all of baseball.
It is, and again, speaking just from as you look forward down the end of the year, if the Braves as a team, it won't show as much in the regular season, but if they can cut down on the swing and miss, come postseason, that's the difference maker. And when they won, they got hot and they put the ball in play.
Yep.
Well, you guys know as well as I do that the teams that can, or the pitchers that can go out and get outs without having the ball put in play, those are the guys who are the most successful in the postseason. There's no wonder why Smoltzy's record was, and no offense, Glav or Doggy, but his record was better because there were less balls put in play, and that has always been the case in the postseason.
Well, no team in the last 25 years has been in the top 10 in strikeouts. So just think about that. Yeah. I think the 04, I stand corrected, 04 maybe the Red Sox were the outlier. They were maybe 9th or 8th, but every team that has won has done a good job at putting the ball in play and, to your point, eliminating the ball in play.
But that really goes against what the analytics have been telling some of these GMs is they don't care about batting average. They don't care about strikeouts. They care about slugging percentage and hitting the ball out of the ballpark. And I still think when it comes down to brass tacks, when the rubber meets the road in the postseason and guys that is an absolute bullet. You better hurry.
Thank God it didn't go out. I wasn't ready.
She's sweating over here now.
You locked me up.
Fellas, I think we're starting to see Michael Harris break out of this early season slump. Gets his foot down. Stays inside the ball. That ball's on the outside corner, if not off, and he lines it midway up the wall. Good play by Pham to play that ball off the wall and make it a close play at second.
But Chipper, for almost 4 months last year, he got called up, May 28th, I think, Michael Harris. That's what we saw, the opposite field on time on the fastball. Not late, not under, but driving it in that gap. And that's one thing you did as good as anybody was taking that pitch and line it in the left center field stands.
He's just gotten to a point where he's been really steep coming down on the ball, and he's either swinging and missing, fouling it off, or, popping it up straight up the silo. Now he's starting to get on plane before the ball gets in the zone and lining balls into gaps.
Now, before we get a pitching change, there were great power pitching, but Tom, you did a good job in Game 6 of the '95 World Series. I just want to tell you.
Thanks, Jeff. Thank you. Thank you.
Got to stick up for my booth mate. At our Xfinity game break, Thomas. Game 5 or Game 6, '95 World Series.
1-0.
Look at that athleticism right there, huh?
Quick as a cat.
Yeah.
Take that, Jim Thome.
Yeah.
Tell you something. I can't think of a year where we went through 3 better offenses.
Oh my gosh.
Than those 3 offenses we had to
Scary.
face and shut them down.
Scary.
Yeah. No, I've said forever that was the best lineup I've ever faced, from top to bottom.
Get ready, Jeff. I'm telling you, he's going to hit. There's going to be a slider in the zone, and if he doesn't miss it, the first ever raw Jeff Francoeur called home run is going to happen.
He might lock up. You got him so
he's
flustered right now.
Oh, that was maybe.
Let's hit 5 doubles this inning.
I'm telling you, throws a lot of sliders. Over half the pitches he throws is sliders. So.
Oh.
Well, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention one of their guys going down yesterday, and Pete Alonso, and we all hope he's okay and back in the lineup really soon. Good job by Charlie and Alonso, by the way, kind of not fanning the flames of the 2 media markets, and you know, starting something that really shouldn't take flight. So good job by those 2 guys, really classy players, but I don't know if they got retribution in mind, but that one was pretty close.
Oh,
just missed
it. It was high enough, but it is not far enough.
That was the slider. And sometimes that fastball in is still in your brain a little bit.
Yeah, and it gets you just a little.
This guy's walking around breathing fire. I like it.
Man, he
I like it. You know what? That's what I want. I love seeing guys come out of the bullpen. Everyday players love seeing guys coming out of the bullpen breathing fire. He is ready to go. Like it.
Why? Because then when you hit one 600 feet, he can stop breathing.
It is fun to change their temperament in mid-inning. I don't mean to bring this up, but
you're going to.
That 13-11 is looking pretty.
Yeah, I was going to say, you actually might shortchange it. It might end up being about 15-13. Stayed off the barrel. Good job by Brigham right there. Kenneth Ash of Alpharetta, Georgia. Kenneth has been a member since 1995, and his favorite A-list perk is receiving priority access to postseason tickets. I don't blame you, buddy. Congratulations to Kenneth, today's A-list member of the game. You went off Chipper. I'm not gonna lie to you. That
was solid.
It's the best read I've heard all year.
I nailed that.
You did.
Tell you what, Bally's needs to offer me a job. So you're gonna have to pay me more than the hitting consultant job, though. I can promise you that.
Careful what you ask for.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I hate rain delays. All right, we need a big inning from Tonk here. Shut them down this inning. Let's get back in there and put some more work up against that bullpen.
Smoltz, you got all those list of accomplishments, don't you, still?
Oh, yeah.
Well, the last one he read off was a complete jinx. So
go strikeouts.
Let's go strikeouts. All right. Collectively, the 4 of us Oof. Struck out 3,236 times.
And I believe I'm the franchise leader in the category.
It really wasn't that bad, though. You only struck out 1,512 times.
Oh, is that all?
I wasn't far behind you, Chip. I was chasing you down.
1,030 for Frenchie.
What about between you and Thomas?
365 for me. I was an all or nothing guy. You know, I was trying to go for the downs. 329 for Glav.
How many for you?
365.
Those are good batting averages.
Yeah.
Now, how many people did y'all strike out?
Well, that's a good one. There's only, you know, in all these groups, everybody here contributed to everything except for one guy.
What did Chipper not do?
He didn't pitch.
Oh.
So, Frenchie pitched.
Got a K, too.
Got a K, so he added to the number.
Bobby told me I was too valuable to the team to pitch. This is my story, and I'm sticking to it.
So on the strikeout total, we collectively includes Francour's one strikeout, 5,692.
That's a lot. That's a big number.
You guys all know that Tony Gwynn stat, right?
I owned him.
Pedro,
compared to you guys,
myself, Glav, and Maddox faced him, I don't know, 330 plus times. We struck him out 3 times, and Glav got him twice.
Owned him.
Good job, Tom.
Right?
He was the only guy that owned him.
Jeez.
We were not good. The rest of us.
You know, I thought Mike Bielecki had the greatest approach at facing Tony Gwynn.
Throw it right down the middle.
He was like 0 for 9 against Bye, and everybody always asked him. He's like, I just throw him 4-seamers down the middle. He doesn't know what to do with it. You throw it 4 inches off the outside corner. He fillets it to left. You throw him 2 inches off the inside corner. It's a jam job up the middle. And Bye's like, I'm just throwing him 4-seamers. He doesn't know what to do with it. He just hits it to second base every time.
There's some truth in that.
It's amazing what happens when you dumb down the game sometimes. This kid can flat out hit. My goodness. He is pumped up. He should be. That was a rocket.
That's Alvarez's 11th home run of the season and his second of the day in a 1-2 count.
3rd home run of the series now for Alvarez.
Well, I hate it when I'm right, but to be honest with you, that pitch is right down the middle. That's what you should do with it.
Almost a carbon copy of the last one.
But
yeah, a little bit up where he likes it.
This kid's got a promising future. I don't know how he is behind the plate, but he can.
I think that's
dang sure swing the bat.
I think that's been the big thing, the question mark on him. But he'll DH if not. I can promise you that.
Yeah, they'll find a place for that bat.
Frenchie, with the home run you gave up, we contributed to 645 home runs in the booth that we gave up on the mound.
I didn't give up any.
You did not.
I like how you threw that one in there. Thank you.
Frenchie, who'd you give up your homer to?
Ryan Flaherty.
He only gave up 1 hit. He walked 3, gave up 2 runs. Got a 9 ERA.
Scared to throw it over the plate, I see.
No, it was all the second inning. I went 1, 2, 3 in the first inning. Struck a guy out, broke a bat. I didn't remember from high school when you sit down for 20 minutes, you lose all your adrenaline.
Yeah.
And you remember in Baltimore how they flash on the sides what it is that comes up? First inning, it was like 90, 91, sinker, fastball. Said 83 and it said changeup on the pitch I gave up. First pitch is second inning, and I remember thinking, no, that's the old heater I just threw.
I just think every position player's dream is to try to think that they can pitch. I mean,
look at that.
There's K.
Look at me cover first.
Look at that, huh? Oh.
Get off me, ball.
Yeah.
That you dealt that inning.
Well, that inning. And then I went back out and first pitch about 440 feet. But I did get to do something I always wanted to do. Right when he hit it, I didn't even look. I just asked the umpire for a new baseball.
Isn't that baseball, though? You think you got it licked, and it's got a way of just humbling you.
Somebody asked me early on, "When you got any goals in your big league career?" I said, "Yeah, I want to give up 250 home runs." I'm like, why? It means I've been playing long enough to give up 250 home runs.
That's right. Well, we need a ground ball double play here, boys.
Oh, speaking of which. Oh, no, we already covered that one.
Yeah, you already covered that one. Cover that one again, though. What was that one? Maybe you'll have the same results.
Yeah, we. There you go. On.
I think he got him. Watch the guy at third. Yeah.
Tom, great call. On your game tonight.
And there was a screen at first base. He got screened right here.
Only 2 outs.
Look at, got him.
Nope.
Ooh, they're going to challenge that.
Is that Chipper and Maddox?
They're challenging that.
Is that Chipper and Maddox?
They're challenging it. Well, they are going to challenge it, but it's a unique challenge. They're challenging both bases.
Is that
First
legal?
And second. Well, what I want to know is if they go 1 for 2, do they lose one of their challenges? Obviously, they're challenging the whole play, so they get the throw right here. His foot's on the bag, so that's going to be easy.
That's stupid.
But this is the one I think he ends up beating out, potentially.
Oh, no, he's out. This one's sticking. You want to put 5 on it?
Is that your call?
You want to put 5 on it?
I don't think we can do that, Jeff.
All right, well, I don't know why they're doing that one because he's obviously out.
The umpire may have misspoke.
He may have.
He's
out.
He's out.
It's a tie.
I think he's out.
Tie doesn't go to the runner anymore.
I don't think there's enough to overturn that.
I'm going to win 5 Pro Vs from you.
I'm writing it in my book.
Well, we had a play at first base that was executed really good, but this one was not executed very well. I called it. Look, this is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but this is on Julio Franco.
Don't get blinded by the cul-de-sac, people.
Look at that hair. God.
Listen. I was telling Julio.
They had the little cross guard.
I've got it.
Oh my God.
What's he doing?
All we needed right there was Jim Carrey's Fire Marshal Bill, and that should have been the stop, drop, and roll commercial for all eternity.
I was over at third base when that happened, and I'm not going to lie, a little bit of pee came out. A little bit of pee came out.
Here we go.
After review, the call on the field at second base is confirmed. He is out. After review, the call at first base is stands. The runner is out.
Yeah! There we go, Thomas. We got it. John, 5 Pro Vs.
Oh. This was a great play, ladies and gentlemen. Presented by Truist. And the Braves in this inning, it's my home run call.
You got your own?
I've never practiced a home run call, and I'm hoping to do it, whether it's good or bad. It's going to be organic. Why are you looking that up? Why are you looking that up?
I own an organic blueberry farm, John. I know what organic means.
No, I have no idea what I'm going to do either, Jeff. That's why I put it on you last inning.
See if Brigham's calmed down a little bit this inning. Maybe throw something over the plate.
Let me tell you, it happens to the best of us.
Maybe he finds a barrel.
I know we joke, but I mean, I did. I came out that second inning after sitting for 16, 17 minutes. Thought my arm was going to fall off the first pitch I threw.
That's the thing. I know if I'd have been given the opportunity to pitch, I'm so competitive that I would have blown out my elbow 100%, because I'd have been snapping off curveballs and, you know, torquing the sliders and whatnot. I mean,
and my pitch count got a little high, 48 pitches.
48.
Yeah, but let me tell you, man, I could not walk for 3 days because my left butt cheek hurt so bad from landing.
Potential media tonight's attendance is 39,347. 39347.
Oh my goodness. That'll slow him down, Chipper. Oh, my. That has happened to all of us at least once. But that one
there is going to leave a mark.
Yep. That's had to be over 100 miles an hour.
That will be 4 different shades going from black to purple to green.
He got right on the left butt cheek.
What is happening in this booth? Speak it into existence.
I know exactly how this guy feels right now.
You know, in L.A., there was one guy in the Dodgers that I didn't know him. So I called Chipper over. I said, Chipper, what is this guy like? What kind of hitter is this guy? And he goes, Punch and Judy hitter. Just go right after him. Okay.
I go, John, he's wearing number 71, dude. Go after him.
So I go after him. Fastball, line drive off my wrist into center field, fractured wrist. Come out of the game.
I didn't tell you to throw it down the middle.
Said Punch and Judy's Punch and Judy. It was the last time I asked him for advice.
Why don't you try and locate something every once in a while?
And the funniest part was Bobby came out to the mound. It was the second out. The winning run scored, and we threw somebody out at third or something. And I mean, my wrist, he smoked it, right? And I'm holding my wrist bent over, and Bobby goes, "Can you walk off the field?" And I'm like, yeah, what happened? He goes, we threw the guy out at third. I said, yeah, I'm in line for the win. I can walk off the field. We didn't win, and I got to wear I had to wear a cast for about 3 or 4 weeks, and luckily didn't miss a start.
He loves playing in there. That's a great play by the young kid over there, Beatty at third. That ball gets by him. It's second and third, nobody out, and Braves are in business. That is a rally killer.
Yeah, it was a big league play right there. Good extension and nice job, solid throw.
Knew the catcher was running, got to his feet, made a good strong throw. Love it. Love to see good baseball.
Brigham's still on fire right now, man. I don't think that slowed him down.
He shouldn't eat for a while.
25, Brooks Raley will be the new Mets pitcher. 25, Raley to pitch for the Mets.
Is brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. By Georgia Lottery. Today could be the day. And by Delta Airlines. Keep climbing. That was my 200th win. Never forget it. Because the guy to my right.
That was a good game, though.
2-1.
That was a good game.
Great game. And you told me later, he goes, that's not fair. You'll never forget your 200th win. And you're right. I'm going to forget a lot of other ones. But that was special. Pitching against you, playing with you forever. It was against the Mets. Can't forget it.
There's a Bob Wickman sighting in there, too.
Bob Wickman.
Send him. Absolutely.
Now, baby, wash.
There you go.
Chip away.
And guys, that is Eddie Rosario's 500th career RBI.
Congratulations, Eddie. Good piece of hitting right there off a tough lefty. Brooks Raley's had a great season for the Mets. One of the few bright spots down there in the bullpen. He usually does the job against lefties. Nice job of staying in there. Combed it into center field for a RBI knock. There you see Austin Riley showing off some of that athleticism again.
Man, we've seen it last 2 nights, guys. 6th, 7th innings when the Braves have came back on the Mets. And now you got Ozzie from the right side of the plate where he's got a chance to drive one here.
Yeah, people ask me the difference all the time in Ozzie swings from both sides of the plate, and it's very, very simple. He is more apt to lose the barrel from the left side than the right side, meaning he stays on top of the pitch and does not lose the barrel coming through the zone from the right side and hits absolute rockets. Left-handed, he'll go through streaks where he doesn't lose the barrel, but it happens a lot more often. And just as I say that, he loses the barrel from the right side and pops one up. Sorry, I mushed him.
Did we cover RBIs collectively?
I don't think we did.
2,472 RBIs in this booth. 1623 out of Larry Wayne Jones. 698. And then 61 and 90.
698. Couldn't get to 700, huh?
You know, no.
Just wasn't that,
just wasn't meant to be, man. You know?
So you're not going to stick around for the numbers?
Nah.
Come on.
You got the Georgia High School Football Hall of Fame in your back pocket.
What more do you
know?
That'll get you free coffee for the rest of your life.
I know. I would have picked off. I would have picked off Smoltz and took him to the house, no doubt.
We've already played that movie, and that was in my backyard at home, and you are 0-4. You did pick me off, though.
Well, he got one. Keep tacking away.
Personally, in my life, this homer.
What? That went out?
Homer went out, and I fell out of my seat. StatCast 3D, powered by Google Cloud, is going to tell us all we need to know. Exit velocity, 88 miles an hour.
Powered that
hit probability, 28%, and a home run is just one of 30 current ballparks.
Wow. It didn't matter. I hit it in the one that mattered.
I fell off the bench.
They didn't call that the launching pad for nothing.
Oh, you know what I'm most disappointed, Tom? You couldn't even crack a smile. You just gave the guy.
Dude, I didn't think it was clearly StatCast. I didn't think it was going out. I thought it was going to be a double, and then I was like, oh crap, that went out.
I wonder how many 88-mile-an-hour balls off the bat go out
today.
I mean, not a lot of guys have that kind of power to hit it that soft and get it out of the ballpark.
Hey, you went Oppo Taco. I got
a lefty.
A lefty who owned me, by the way. But that was Smiley, right?
Yeah.
Yes. I could not freaking center that guy up or anything.
Tom's saying it's not hard, guys. Stay in it. Stay inside it.
Keep that front shoulder in.
Maybe
think the other way.
Maybe try to hit him left-handed.
There you go.
Yeah.
Would Bobby ever laugh or say anything when y'all would do that and come in?
I'll tell you who didn't laugh. I'll tell you who didn't laugh. After every home run I hit, I went into the hitters meeting the next day, and I got yelled out of there. Clarence Jones said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm showing up for the hitters meeting." "What do you think I'm doing?" "I just hit a homer." Didn't go over well. Didn't go over well.
You wasn't buying it?
No.
Worst part was I couldn't even enjoy it because it was such a close game. Then you come to the realization like, oh God, I got to go back out.
No, that's the hardest part. You can't.
I just want to think about my homer.
Exactly.
It's like hitting a hole-in-one on a golf course.
Exactly
you're
right.
going to double bogey the next hole.
Yeah,
because you're so jacked up.
I wouldn't know.
And then you're going to look back on the scorecard, and guess what? You're even par for the last 2 holes.
Hey, I'll take it. That hole-in-one, Smoltz or Chip's going to win you some money, though.
Yes, sir.
Well, the area code game continued to go on here. 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Who's the 2-1-1?
It's somewhere in Germany. It's really not really identifiable yet, but somewhere in Germany.
I would have thought 0-1-1 would have been Germany.
That's something you have to dial to go international.
Yeah.
Calling is 0-1-1. So again, 6 innings, and we've got 4 different area codes, unprecedented in a matchup that we started talking about. Great fastballs and tons of strikeouts. So if you're playing at home, that's the area code game.
26 hits on a pace for 39 for all you math majors out there.
Wow.
I believe there were some numbers flying around in here before the game started, and it was like 15 hits, 15 hits, and
yeah, I think I picked 13, and Smoltz laughed at me and said more like 9. We had 9 by the first inning.
Stay tuned for the stretch presented by Georgia Natural Gas. After this inning, the fellas out at the booth, I'm sure, we'll be talking about what a great job we're doing here tonight. Mostly Pete, I'm sure. Won't let anybody else get a word in edgewise, but.
You think the guys are ready to throw Cracker Jacks here at the 7th inning
we'll have
stretch?
to show them what to do, Jeff. I mean, they're new, so
we launch Cracker Jacks to the fans.
Just don't make anybody dive and kind of go over.
And don't do what Brandon does. Brandon throws it hard and hits kids.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like fun. Let's do that.
Point them out right before you throw.
Go deep. I got you. Maybe JJ's going to give us the clean inning we've been looking for. I'll tell you what, you have to throw it inside the box for it to be called a strike.
Pretty much.
It is unbelievable. I would have loved hitting with this guy behind the plate.
You're right. That one right on the line of the box, and he calls it.
See, now I know how we feel.
You can save it, by the way.
Pinpoint, baby. Tell him.
Yeah, I mean, my goodness.
Ah, boy.
There you go. 1, 2, 3.
The Stretch is brought to you by Georgia Natural Gas. Live the greener life.
Welcome into The Stretch, presented by Georgia Natural Gas. Alongside Nick Green and Pete Boylan, I'm Trevor Scales, outside kicking it on the Battery at Truist Park with you fellas. The fun has been had thus far. Stories, again, just kind of mulling around the booth, and it's just a pleasure to be on the witnessing end of this broadcast, without question, Nick.
No, it's been fun to listen, and I didn't know how this was going to go. They've done a really good job. It's been a whole lot of fun watching guys come out of break. Nobody's really going to break, so we got to work on that a little bit. But these guys look pretty good. Now, one thing that I did love, Peter.
Look at that spread. Hold on.
Yeah, well,
look at that spread. Are we kidding ourselves?
Have
Look
you
at that
Have you seen all the
Outstanding.
readers up there?
No.
The reading glasses?
Seriously? Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
You've seen that? I like that. It shows their age. We've seen a little bit of a tricky game, but you know, it's been a whole lot of fun. A couple of home runs for the Braves as well.
I can't say anything about those glasses because I've had LASIK twice and I still can't see. I don't know if you've heard that line before, but this has been so much fun. And honestly, I can imagine this is exactly how it was when they were teammates too, just non-stop ripping on each other the whole time.
Well, Chipper, real fast, I love the fact that we showed the video of you plowing Maddox in the back. I've never seen that. That was my favorite part of the night so far.
Heck of a start to the career, heck of a start to this broadcast. We got some more of it on the other side of a quick word from our friends at Georgia Natural Gas.
Ready to play ball with a new gas company? Georgia Natural Gas knocks it out of the park with simple service and great rates. And when it comes to helping the environment, GNG's Greener Life program makes it as easy as paying your gas bill. Sign up with a home team today at GNG.com.
Well, good job, boys, out at the Stretch.
Yeah, it sounds like they're not happy with the fact that we're not kind of closing the innings out. We're just kind of letting them go. So
yeah, we're just letting it breathe.
Letting it breathe.
I mean, you know, sometimes too much talking is not a good thing.
I'll tell you what, Nick Green had said it best, so I had never seen that either with Chipper plowing Maddox over. That was unbelievable. Start your career that way?
I'm telling you.
Do you know how many times I actually wanted to hit him in my career? It wasn't that day, but I'm glad that I have that on him, you know?
You just be glad he was okay.
Yeah, I would have gotten released real fast.
Oh, my gosh.
To think, see, I blew out my ACL in spring training in '94. And that was my first game back in like late April or early May of '95. Bleed, bleed, bleed. Nice play. Golly. Brandon Nimmo can play some defense too. Gets a good jump, lays out.
Yeah, I got a good read on that ball.
That's probably pretty routine for him.
That's the crazy thing. Chipper, explain this one to me, okay? Because we've talked about this. You watch him on the, you know, in the outfield. The guy flies everywhere.
Yeah.
So I got 2 stolen bases all year. I don't understand that.
Yeah. I can't explain that either. I mean, as fast as he is and as good an athlete as he is, maybe he just doesn't. It's an art. There's an art to stealing bases, and you have to be able to read pitchers, and maybe he just doesn't see it.
This might shock some people. Speaking of stolen bases collectively,
oh boy,
we have in the booth 208 stolen bases, and the shocking part, maybe not to me because we got to see it in Glav. Do you know how many you had, Chipper?
150, right on the dot.
Exactly right, 150. Frenchie came in at 54.
It's embarrassing.
Nice job.
Should have had.
I would have never thought you had 54.
I had 22 in 1 year in Kansas City and 11.
Nice.
My 3 came in the postseason, and Glavin had one at some point.
At some point, it's Chicago.
My 3 came in the postseason.
I stole third.
Had to slide that in there.
Yeah. I did it once just to prove I could do it.
Just like the home run.
Yeah.
Was I on the team then?
One and done. You had to be.
Seemed as though I would have remembered that one. That would have been one of my. That would have been like Brian McCann getting a triple and belly flopping into third, me losing my stuff in the dugout.
Well, Chipper, you called it, man. He's starting to heat up. 108 off the bat right there. And those are the type balls we saw come off his bat through the hole up the middle last year. It's a great sign to see the last 2 nights.
I've been saying this for a while. His mechanics are a lot better than they were to start the season. Now it's all about pitch selection. And he is picking the right pitches and putting them in play and getting base hits. Ball is brought to you by your local Ford dealer, by All South Highway Safety Team. Never mix drinking and driving. And by Truist. When you start with care, you get a different kind of bank.
I think we're going to have to start having Chipper do these reads.
Yeah, somebody's got some swagger going around third base right there.
Or the hook 'em horns thing.
Yeah, that he used to do to whoever.
I love you. See, it's I love you. Yeah. Stick the thumb out.
Gotcha.
That is sign language for I love you.
What is with all the guys when they go around? Shoot. That wasn't good.
That was a buzzkill.
That was a buzzkill.
I barely got the read out of the way.
10-7. We go to the 8th. The 8th inning, and now a quick message from our friends at Delta.
Braves Country. Fast, free Wi-Fi is rolling out. Enjoy with a free Sky Miles membership. Delta, official airline of the Atlanta Braves.
Let's see if Jimenez can have another 1, 2, 3.
JJ earned himself a 2nd inning. I like it. He's feeling it tonight. Let's ride it.
You didn't get a chance really, Smoltz, to talk about it, but Drew Smith, who came in, he throws gas.
He does. And look, the bullpen took a hit for the Mets. There's no doubt with that injury in the World Baseball Classic. And they're doing okay and certainly filling the void. But it has a trickle-down effect, right? When you start pushing guys into areas that. And so that's a tough place to cover for any ball club. And
well, you saw early in the season when Iggy Iglesias was on the disabled list how it put a strain and shortens that bullpen down there, and then all of a sudden you get that big arm at the back, you know, in that closer's role, and now all of a sudden it lengthens your bullpen and guys are back into their normal spots and, you know, not doing something they're uncomfortable with. Good slider right there by JJ.
And that's the pitch, JJ, to me. If he can get going, that one right there, that's what he had in Detroit when he was so good. He's got good velocity, keeps the ball kind of on a nice plane, but that slider's been his pitch in the past.
Yeah, that slider had real good bite and finish.
Well, there's a misconception in the game, and it's all driven out of computers, that anybody can fill a role based on stuff, and they're wrong. And, you know, having done the role and have done both, the best bullpen is the guy that gets the last 3 outs every single time, meaning it's hard to get the last 3 outs every single time. If you're asking 3 and 4 and 5 guys to do that, they can do it every once in a while, but it's a different animal to get it out every single time. And that's the one piece about baseball that a lot of people who've never really played it thinks interchangeable can work and anybody can do it. It doesn't work that way.
And I never did it, but to your credit, it's like I tell people that all the time. They're like, well, why can't the guy who's pitched in the 8th just be the closer? It's like, well, those last 3 outs are the hardest to get in the game, and I can't explain it to you, but it's a really hard job, and it's not that easy.
You know, and doing it, I realized real quick. My first year was an incredible journey just to get to this role, and I was fortunate to get 55 saves. But you know how many times they interviewed me? 4 times I blew it.
Yeah.
And they don't interview you when you save the game. So you have to have a mindset that yesterday didn't matter, and you're going to come in and get the last 3 outs. It's the worst feeling in the world. I could have lost 5 games to every 1 game I blew, because they look at you like you come into the game with the opportunity to win, and you're supposed to get the last 3 outs. So it's a mindset. You got to have some stuff, but guys in our day had less stuff, better mindset, and got more saves because they believed, and they were mentally tougher than the hitters. So when the Mets lost their closer, that set a really, really tough challenge for them and throughout the year.
Yeah. And the way they did it too, what a freak accident for Diaz.
That spring training, when I knew I was going to be in that role, is really ironically when the birthplace of music, walk-up music, started, which I thought was the dumbest thing I ever heard. And so they said to me, what's your song when you come into the game? And I honestly laughed at them. I said, I don't have a song. I don't even know the words to one song. Just play whatever you want. I literally don't care what's being played over the airways. I'm trying to get 3 outs. Well, about middle of May, I come into the game the Dancing Queen, and that changed everything.
You didn't quite feel the
didn't quite
adrenaline?
feel. I love ABBA. I got the CD. I tell people all the time, like, that's cool, but it's not cool when the guy on deck's laughing as he comes to the plate. And so Thunderstruck.
Did you pick that, or did that
I
get
did
picked?
not. That was the bullpen's pick.
I was going to say, because you probably didn't know that song.
No, I didn't know that song. I said, just got to do something. Look, pick something that doesn't embarrass me. Right. And from a guy who thought it was really stupid to start the year, I kind of got into it.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool with the way that they played it out. So that became that was really the kind of the birthplace of walk-up songs.
That's like Chipper's ringtone on his phone. It's Crazy Train, if you've ever heard, if you call him.
Oh, yeah. All right.
It's Chipper's home run inning.
Chipper's home run inning.
Come on, Chip.
You can do it,
We
Chip.
go to the bottom of the 8th. 10-7 Mets.
Bottom of the 8th. Let's take a look at our Georgia Natural Gas Greener Life Impact Play. The Braves in their last 12 against the Mets, and especially the Mets bullpen, they're 10-2 in those games. Nice average, 9 homers, which doesn't bode well for my home run call this inning, which I'm not looking forward to. But
come on,
you can certainly point to our recent success against this bullpen as there being a light at the end of the tunnel. Down 10-7. Time to get going. It's getting late, boys.
The Mets this year in the 8th have been outscored 35-16.
When you're in June, the statement, this is a huge game, usually doesn't correlate. But for the Mets, it's the closest thing to a huge game. When you think about what's transpired for them and how the Mets in the standings, as you guys mentioned, can't afford to fall too far behind the Braves.
Yeah, the Mets win this game. They've lost 1 game in the standings, and they really didn't play well. They swung the bats good tonight, but they really didn't play well throughout the series. They didn't pitch well at the very least, and you only lose 1 game. You break your little losing streak, and now all of a sudden you go to a different city and you got some momentum. That's what I'm looking at if I'm a Mets fan or if I'm in that Mets dugout. You know, we weren't feeling too good about things recently coming out of Oakland.
No.
But we did get the last one. And then we win 2 out of 3 at a very good Arizona ball club. Win the first 2 here. And you wake up this morning and guess who has the best record in the National League? The Atlanta Braves.
Yep. And shoot, offensively now in this series, Braves scored 20 runs, 6 and 7, and again 7 tonight.
Yeah, offense is certainly starting to click a little bit more.
And you don't ever want to take teams for granted. We saw that in Oakland, but the Braves next 10 games, man, they got 3 at home versus the Nats, 3 in Detroit, and then 4 versus Colorado here at home. So a chance to continue to put that number over 500.
Boy, Austin. A lot of good things happen, fellas, when you stay inside the baseball. And this was one of the things that we've been harping on Riles for a long time. Change those sights from left center, where the bat head gets out in front of the baseball. A lot of weak outs. Change your sights to the right center. Stay inside the baseball. That fella right there is strong enough to muscle the ball into center field for a bunch of base hits.
Yes, 4th hit tonight, 4 for 5, and the only out he made was that bullet at Lindor to end the 2nd inning.
And I go back again, not to take away from all the influence he's getting here from Chipper and the coaches. When you go through the junk early in your career and you get on the other side, there's no point do you feel like you can't get back out of it, right? You don't press, you don't. I mean, he started, what, he hit 7 home runs his first 8 games in the big leagues or something like that. I mean, you just can't. That expectation went through the roof, and then it was just swinging down and away, always swinging off the plate. And then Chipper, you talked to him about that right center approach, and
4 hits for Austin.
He's been able to make a nice adjustment.
Done 2 other times, most recently May 2nd, 2020.
Chipper.
Chip! It's high, it's far, it's gone. Travis d'Arnaud with a 2-run shot. We got ourselves a ball game, folks. Yes!
Larry getting in on the action.
I had to remind him. He was just going to sit there and let it stall.
I wasn't even looking. I was looking at my scorebook. TD. Hanging slider. Woo. That one, yep, he knew it. That one's got to feel good. I love that guy.
Well done, Chip.
Thank you.
Yep, now they're getting ready to hopefully turn off the lights and light this place on fire.
David Robertson will pitch for New York. This is Libby Robertson to pitch for the Mets.
Chipper.
Chip! It's high, it's far, it's gone. Travis d'Arnaud with a 2-run shot. We got ourselves a ball game, folks.
Oh, baby.
Hey, that's going to be Sports Center top 10.
Oh, it has to be.
Yeah.
All right, 10-9.
Live up to that one, boys. Hey, we're not done yet.
No.
We could get ourselves another one.
Robertson, everything he throws cuts. Tremendous spin. I mean, top to bottom breaking ball, hard cutter, 4-seam cutter.
Got to give it to him, too. The best calves in all of baseball.
Right?
He's got the Phil Mickelson calves.
He does. He got a call right there, and Rosario said that was away, and he was right.
I'll say this guy's old, too, because I faced him. He changes speeds on his cutter. It goes from cutter to slider to breaking ball. And he'll even mix in a straight one every once in a while, every so often. Very difficult to hone in on this guy.
Man, he set up Mariano Rivera the last 3-4 years of his career.
Well, he's made 2 pitches that if they were anywhere close, you got a guy that loves to swing the bat. And he missed a golden opportunity to break the ball over the middle of the plate down, and it would have enticed a swing. But Eddie hunts for the baseball and can get to some. It's the most amazing style of hitting I've ever seen.
Yeah.
With so much swing and miss, though. But when he gets locked in, he can get that grand slam with 2 outs. See, I'd throw a curveball right here, and they may go out and talk about it. He throws a curveball over the middle of the plate that looks like a strike. It'd be hard for Eddie to lay off of it.
And now a quick message from Alpha Insurance.
Hit a home run on your insurance needs with Alpha.
There it is.
There it was. Yep.
That's the one. That's the one you were looking for, Johnny, right there.
And that's that tight breaking ball that he stays in the zone almost the entire time till the bottom. Tough for a hitter to lay off of that, especially when you want to swing.
Yeah, they got 2 back.
An inch closer.
We're there.
10-9.
Chipper.
It's high. It's far. It's gone. Travis d'Arnaud with a 2-run shot. We got ourselves a ball game, folks. Yes.
A quick message from Truist.
You were my mother and father's banker. You became my banker, and now you're her banker.
So unbelievable because I'm just 20 years old.
Well, the ageless wonder, Jesse Chavez.
He's amazing. He's the evidence of a quick arm throwing strikes to the corners. Edge percentage, right? There's a stat on edge percentage, and he lives on the edge when he's successful.
Just amazing. He gets so much weak contact too. Just little fly balls like that.
It's because he's got that quick delivery where it just the ball gets on the hitter. It's just he's got free and easy arm action, and that's why, you know, we're enamored with a lot of different velocity numbers and spin rate, but the hitter's going to tell you whether that velocity is true or not, right? Perceived velocity, you could throw 99 and get lit up.
Yep.
Seen it many times. Where would this bullpen be during the absence of Iggy early on? Where would this bullpen be without Jesse Chavez? Consummate pro, takes the ball every single day. There's not a day that they call down there that he goes, I can't go, you know? A lot of respect for this dude. Hey, he gave us one.
Same. That was actually probably a little more off than the first pitch he threw.
I'm impressed with these young hitters from the Mets, you know. Beatty and Alvarez have swung the bats really well.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I've been really impressed with their plate discipline. I mean, putting the ball in play, obviously the power from Alvarez, but Beatty's putting the ball in play, barreling up balls. Bright futures for both of them.
And now a quick message from Zaxby's.
Getting a Big Zax snack is as easy as 1, 2, free with the Zaxby's app.
I'm a big fan of the Zax snack.
Oh man, every time that comes on, I get hungry.
I'm with you.
Although I got to say, they took care of us tonight. Chef down there brought up some great, great food.
We even had some venison.
We did, just for you, with a little blueberry sauce on it.
Very nice. Very good. Very tasty. All right. Let's go 6-4-3. Let's go to the bottom of the ninth. That was the right pitch for it.
Do you know how many career at-bats this Booth has?
How many?
It's a lot.
I'm going to say.
I mean, it's a lot.
15,000.
It's a good guess. 16,734.
Wow.
Break it down, John.
8,984. Larry Wayne Jones. 5260. High school All-American. 116 by me and 132. No, I'm sorry. 1,167 for me. 1,323 for you, Glad.
1,300?
1,323 at bats.
With a homer.
With a home. And 1 stolen base.
Yep. How many hits did you guys have?
Hits, we had combined 4,496.
Say again?
4,496.
No, but just you two.
You know, I had to go the closer's role for a while. But hits, so 151.
He beat you in hits?
296.
Nice.
To 150.
You doubled him up.
You doubled him up.
That's 5 years.
You were so much a better hitter than he was.
I was the power guy.
The Silver Slugger say it.
The Silver Slugger say it. Yes, they do, Glav.
Still wondering how Smoltz is going to get that Silver Slugger out of the booth tonight.
Especially when he sees the mob outside when we leave.
Man, after getting those 2 runs back, though, got to find a way to get out of this inning and keep it right here.
Yeah, you got to keep it here somehow, some way.
Boy. That to me would be an impossible pitch to pull the trigger on as a right-handed hitter. That
front
door cutter. Well, it's not the way we drew it up, but Jesse's had a knack of getting out of these jams all year. Got to make a pitch.
Well, join us for the next telecast tomorrow night. The Braves play the Nats at 6:30 Eastern right here on Bally Sports Southeast and the Bally Sports app. It's the Friday Night Showdown.
Friday night.
Presented by Kaiser Permanente.
You guys need me to make a guest appearance?
Might need it.
I'll be in New York.
Okay.
We'll go check out the Yankees and the Red Sox Saturday.
Going to be some smog up there still?
I think so. It's working its way down the coast. Washington got canceled today because of it.
But they played both Yankees games, right?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Red Sox, what, 3 games over 500 in last place?
Yeah. Well,
thanks for coming.
Yeah. Tough division.
That's a guy here. If you can find a way to get him out front and roll over to that right side, definitely double play candidate.
Yeah, the only difference is Chavez feeling much better out of the windup. You know, if you want to double play, you pitch out of the stretch to kind of condense the runners from getting that start, but he feels better out of the windup.
Man, this has just been a night where it goes against the grain. Like, people talk about this has been a weird season from the standpoint of, you know, you got a bunch of teams up near the top of their division. that aren't normally there, you know, and they're doing it different ways, like you mentioned Arizona earlier in the broadcast. 19 runs.
Yeah.
Verlander and Strider on the mound.
30 hits.
30 hits.
And 90 right down the middle.
That is a big pitch. That is a big pitch. But it doesn't surprise me. That's why I say this guy's Jesse is just, that ball's cutting, by the way. This, you know, but he just has a knack for making the pitch. He may get himself into trouble, but he always seems to make a pitch to get himself out. He's not done yet. Let's go. You got one more. Oh boy. One pitch away. Let's go.
Well, he got him to reach on that corner, and 0-2, if he can get him to chase a little bit farther outside that strike zone, be a perfect pitch now. Get out there. Oh, yeah.
Boy, Jesse.
Great job by Chavez. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Ozuna, Arcia, and Harris coming up.
And walk-off
Frenchie with the call.
Brought to you by the Xfinity 10G Network. The future starts now. By Georgia Natural Gas. Live the greener life. And by Synovus, #1 in consumer banking satisfaction in the Southeast.
How do you read that and watch that at the same time?
Are you kidding me?
That's what I got to put up with in the booth pretty much every night.
Oh,
right
my goodness.
You see me back at, you know, in the background going, rolling my eyes like his wife would, you know?
You're just jealous you didn't have those moves. Everybody knows I'm a phenomenal dancer.
Pretty basic moves there, Frenchie. Well, I can't think of a better way to put the cherry on top of this broadcast than a walk-off.
Well, to do that, they're going to have to beat a streak, Chipper. What is it? Mets have won how many?
The Mets have won 22 in a row when leading at the end of the 8th inning.
Oh,
and
that's over now.
They are asking their closer to get an inning and 2/3 save.
Yeah,
I don't know how often he does that.
You're missing a digit before the 22.
Oh, 122. I thought that was like a backslash.
Yeah, 122 straight.
122 in a row. All right, well, we mushed our guys a couple times. Let's mush them.
Well, they get the bottom part of the order up, but Ozuna with the home run. Arcia's 2 hits. And, of course, Michael Harris has reached base 3 out of 4 times with 2 hits.
Obviously, we got to, somebody gets on, you know, you get the man to the plate. I can't tell you how many times I walked into the dugout and I was like, just, you know, I might have been 5th or 6th in line to hit in the 9th inning. Just get me to the plate, boys. You know, I'm sure Ronald Acuna is feeling that same way. If he does, he's going to have a chance to win it with 1 swing.
If he does, Frank Coors going to lose his voice on an al natural call for a home run. It has to be natural.
I am. I'm letting it go natural. I haven't even thought about it.
Good.
Whatever comes to my mind, which could be scary.
Whatever you do, don't look at the snake in the ground. Man, that was a good take. That would frustrate a pitcher right there, because that was
should have gotten an out on that pitch right there. Also, Grande wants that one back.
I always felt that if you miss with 3-2 and then you try to speed him up with a fastball and you think he's back in the aggressive mode, you can go back to the breaking ball. Obviously, you don't want to walk him, but if you think he's ready to swing and stay aggressive, that's the pitch mindset.
Oh man. Come on.
Well, he stayed inside that box all night.
Worst part is look where he set up too. He set up off the away
and missed his location. Well,
oh man, it's a rough call.
I know I get differing opinions from umpires when I say this, but it's the natural tendency that where umpires set up, there's always an inch or two on one side of the plate and not the other. It's only natural. Look where he's set up. That's where he's looking down the pipe, right? He hasn't called one on the outside part of the plate away based on where he's set up in. And I know it's a tough job and it's hard to be 100% accurate, but I always wanted to know what side of the plate as a pitcher do I have leniency. And I would and I don't know about you, Glad, but I would always ask the catcher, like, what's he given? Where is it? Yeah. Because we see things differently as a pitcher. We're going to see things that we think are a strike that probably aren't. It's just human nature.
Pretty much every pitch, but
yeah.
But no, there was always, you knew one side of the plate you were going to get some help on, so to speak. You just had to figure out which side it was.
Boy, he just looks so confident up there at the plate right now. You talked about Chipper at the All-Star game, getting him there. Been Mr. Consistent this year for the Braves. Right? I've gone more than 2 games without a hit.
His longest hitless streak is 2 games. That is a phenomenal record. You imagine going no more than 2 games, you know, in your season and without getting a base hit? That's
no.
You can't.
No. Told you.
I don't think Buck likes it.
No, he did not.
Yeah, we don't care if Buck likes it.
We might have got one there.
Okay, we might have got away with that.
Well, the called strike and that evens it up.
Oh! Oh!
Get up!
Oh!
It's out of here! Tie ball game!
You were
Put it on the board! Yeah!
You were so nervous. You were so.
Get out of here!
I expected more. I'm not going to lie. A game-tying homer, but I'm proud of you.
Orlando Arcia. The dream season continues. Man, this guy is on fire.
Get ready. You got to top that one, by the way.
Yeah.
You have to top
I'm ready.
it.
You want me to get some water?
Did you see his face there?
Every home run's come on my inning, too. And Chip with 1.
It's a high cutter right down the middle. He knew he got it. This boy's got some pop now.
Man.
But that is a nice, controlled, efficient swing. This is not swing from your heels. Wow. Magic from the Braves late in the game again.
Only fitting we go 17 innings.
I mean, yeah.
I didn't need to hear that.
So much for that 122 game streak.
Well, it's not over yet.
Well, true.
He knew it.
Yep.
Wow. You know, what a good feeling. 40,000 people to their feet with one swing of the bat. And the floss. Yeah, I might work on that, Ando.
I might have to show him something with my dance moves.
Yeah, you probably need to help him out a little bit. All right. Big boy's got a shot. Any guesses how long he's going to be standing on first?
I was going to say first or second pitch.
Yeah.
Eventually, I mean, I know it's a dinosaur, but eventually, some point, teams got to throw a pitch out again, right?
I did see a pitch out this year.
We did. Yeah. We saw one, and me and you about fell out of our chair. Versus the.
It was early.
The Marlins.
Yeah.
It was that Marlins series, that day game where it rained for 3 hours.
Or did it?
Didn't.
I will say this, and I hope he proves me wrong. Because of the long levers that Matt Olson has, the long stride, the long swing, this is not a good matchup for him.
But he's from the city of champions, Chipper, and he went to a great high school.
Okay. He did? Yeah. Let me guess, your high school?
He did.
Yes. All right. Well, I'm pulling for him. Oh. Took one pitch, John.
Yep. Well, this one fell off the table, and catcher couldn't get it.
Not much chance on that. About a bleeder in the left center. Ooh. No way the ball boy's getting out.
No, that one rode the dasher for a while.
Got to wonder about the mindset of the Mets right now. Like, what do we have to do to beat these guys? This has been a house of horrors for them lately. The game's obviously not over, but man, you throw 10 runs up against Spencer Strider, you feel like your chances are pretty good. Cut it down, put the ball in play. Mets fans just shaking their head. He does not want to face that guy.
No. 4 for 5, squared up all 5 balls tonight.
So we go to the 10th. Free baseball.
Get up! Oh, it's out of here! Tie ball game!
You were
Put it on the board! Yeah!
You were so nervous. Go 10th inning, Braves closer, 10-10. I mean, what could be better than this?
I mean, what more do you want, right?
I love it too, because now John's been all over me. He's going to get a call to walk-off base hit. And I can now. It better be good.
Homer.
No, you got to call the hit too. I mean, if we get a drive.
All right. Well, call the hit.
Bet Mark Canha's got to be loving it, huh, Chip? Get a come pinch run in the 10th inning.
Oh, he's in a glory spot, you know.
Well, I've always said that, you know, I know a lot of people kind of don't like this rule. I personally love it. I think it's better for the game, better for the players. I know a lot of people think it's rinky-dink, but here's the mindset change when a closer comes in at home in a tie game. The probability of giving up a run is greater with a man on second, nobody out. You just want to give up the one, because your team has the one hit away from the same, either winning the game or tying the game. It's hard to retrain your brain that way. Whoa. And that's the one thing I've seen more games get out of hand because that letdown factor of, I gave up a run.
Yep. The key, you can't give up 2. Then
that's right. But even if you give up 2, you're always a tying run at the plate because you start with a runner on second. So
yeah, but mentally,
no doubt,
mentally being 1 run down it's paramount. Yeah. It's paramount. Yeah, I know we always say, hey, a bloop and a blast, but I always feel if we can get our offense, and if we're only down 1 run, I feel like our offense is going to cover it and come back. I love this move, bringing Iggy in right here. You shut them down right here. Gives you your best chance at, a shutdown inning.
Yeah.
And if you do that, your chances of winning this game go up exponentially.
Well, getting that first out and being able to keep Mark Canha at second base was huge. Because if you can keep this game right here looking ahead, you got to believe they're going to put Riley on, I would think, to start the inning.
I would think so, yeah.
Great pitch. When this rule came in, started in the World Baseball Classic, they started with runners on first and second.
Both?
Yeah, because now you've got strategy on what are you going to do. You're going to bunt him over. You're going to play for the double play with a runner on second, and the fact that you already mentioned he didn't get to third with less than 2 outs. That's the moment, right? Now you can score without a hit.
To the contrary, John, from a closer standpoint, I would feel like having been down 10-6, him sitting out there in the bullpen, having been down 10-6, and now we get back to 10-10, he's got to feel like this is a save opportunity. Like you saw it right there when he struck out that guy. He is intent on getting these 3 outs without that run scoring. This is not just your normal save opportunity. McNeil knows he missed one there.
Yep.
I believe I heard something derogatory come out of his mouth.
He said, darn.
Darn it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. When you're facing a quality pitcher and you get a pitch to hit and you miss it, probably not going to see that one again.
Especially for McNeil, because he's just trying to play pepper to the left side.
Beautiful.
All right, Smoltz.
Here we go. Well, stay tuned. This game could end. Oh my, last home run ever hit by Chipper Jones was a walk-off. Could there be another walk-off in the game that Chipper Jones is in the booth? Well,
take that, Papelbon.
Yeah.
We are going to find out.
We are going to find out if this game is going to end.
That's right.
There is no
At some point, it's going to end.
There is no better feeling than that right there. You got 40,000 strong in the stands tonight. It's been a really good comeback by the Atlanta Braves. We've gotten to their bullpen the last 2 nights. We've gotten to their bullpen again. We haven't quite finished it off. But, I mean, I can't think of a better way to end the most epic broadcast
I mean, really,
in Major League history than to have a walk-off.
And the Braves taking the same thing. Hilliard coming out to pinch run now at second base with Tommy Hunter into the game, and Mark Canha moves over to first for the Mets. All right, Smoltz.
I'm with you. I'm not so sure I would be pitching to Riley, but
I don't understand this.
But I see what they're trying to do is try to get the same scenario where no movement to third. And he wasn't thinking about single. He was thinking about Chipper Jones territory.
It makes a mistake. They can get some movement to the dugout because it's going to be over.
Oh,
locked him. I don't care if you make an out right here, but you got You got to make a productive out.
Yep. Good out. Yep.
He tried. You could tell the intent was there.
Yep. This is an extreme emergency hack right here.
Yep.
Coming to the park, I did not think that the 33rd hit was going to be the deciding factor in the game tonight.
Oh, spiked it.
But we're sitting at 32 hits, 20 runs.
This is what you live for right here. Austin's had a great night so far. Maybe the first 5-hit game of his career.
That's a big out, unfortunately.
Yep. Good pitch, though. Changed it up. Took something off the breaking ball.
Well, Darno had the big 2-run homer that kind of ignited the Braves down 10-7. Larry with the epic home run call.
This sets up. I think this is a good matchup for TD and his base swing. You know, you've seen him go between the 3 and 4 hole many times. Little cutter from Hunter sets up good for TD. As long as he doesn't get big and come around it, stays inside the baseball. I like this between the 3 and 4 holes.
Yeah, he's got a
see if it happens.
Huge hole over there on the right side.
The other thing that we always take for granted is Hilliard's getting a great secondary lead.
Yeah, he is.
And crack of the bat, it would have to be a missile to right on the line that doesn't score him.
See, and that's where I talk about he gets big from time to time.
Yeah.
He sees that pitch.
Well, maybe that gets him back.
Yeah.
Realizing it now. All I need is a base hit.
We need a single. Like, that's all we need. We don't need a homer. We don't need a gapper. We need a single. I don't think he wants to pitch to him. I honestly don't.
Not by the looks of that pitch.
No, wasn't even close. Good AB. Nah. Don't even check that one.
No.
Boy, if the Braves come with a hit here and win this ball game 3 nights in a row, they've come back from down 3 in every game.
It's pretty impressive, though, tonight with the Mets kept getting up, kept scoring, kept adding on. And you talked about 122 in a row. They've won after 8.
Oof. I will say this, Eddie's been feeling sexy pregame. Like, he's having some loud BPs. And you can tell, as opposed to early in the season, he's feeling much more comfortable at the plate.
Yeah.
You're seeing some of those really, really good swings. He's mad at himself.
I think Hunter just gave him 94 right down the middle.
He's saying what McNeil said last inning against Iglesias. I just had my pitch to hit and missed it. It's all right. Still get one more. Bleed. Nope. Well, I got a stat for you guys. Johnny handed me one. Now I'm going to throw another one out there. Ozzie Albies, 21 two-strike RBIs. Two-strike RBIs. Think about that.
That's pretty impressive, staying in the battle.
That leads Major League Baseball. Could we get another one?
I'm here for it.
I don't care if he gets the 2 strikes or not. Just get one.
Yeah. Well, we've had 23 2-out runs scored in this series, 12 by the Mets, 11 by the Braves. So see if the Braves can add that to that number here and walk it off.
And that'll do it. Woo! Start the buses.
Poor Larry, a crown.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's time to eat.
That will do it.
I missed it. It was 13-10, not 13-11.
You sure did miss it.
Smoke.
But Mr. Albies did not miss that one. Oh, did that get out in a hurry?
What a game. What a game. Unbelievable. Wow. This was fun. I told y'all it couldn't end up any other way than a walk-off. We got extra baseball.
And the great Chipper, the great thing is me and you will always have the better home run call than Smoltz. We'll always have it on him.
It was so fast. What'd you want me to call?
Just something, you know.
I said, that'll do it. The game ended.
It did end. It did end.
Yeah.
You're right.
Wow. What a sweep the last 3 days, and you can see it here. A spinner right down the middle on 1-0.
Wow. No better feeling in the world. Showed a 3-run walk-off to begin the inning. We get a 3-run walk-off.
That's right.
To end it.
We came on the air in this inning.
That is awesome. That is a feeling he will never forget. Every time you get to beat the New York Mets or a division rival or, you know, stomp on the neck for a sweep, you remember those swings. So happy for Ozzie.
Oh my God.
I got a bruise on my left arm from Frenchie.
Ozzie, how you doing, buddy?
Feeling amazing.
I'm up here with John Smoltz, Tom Glavine, and Chipper Jones, and I don't know if you had as much fun as we did, but what a game. Talk about that pitch and that swing.
I was looking for something over the plate to drive. Wash was screaming loud at third base, hey, all we need is a line drive single. Do it. And, you know, I look for something to hit hard.
It's amazing how awesome a feeling it is. We came into that inning showing a 3-run walk-off homer, and you have the 3-run walk-off homer. Explain the feeling when you touch that thing off and you know it's gone and you bring 40,000 people to their feet.
The best feeling ever. As soon as that ball was hit, I didn't even feel anything off the bat. That's how perfect I put it on that barrel. And
awesome.
It's amazing feeling.
Ozzie, it's Glav. I don't know about you, but we certainly came to the park tonight thinking we were going to see a 13-10 ball game with those two pitchers. What's your mindset when you come in thinking there's a pitcher's duel and then it comes out to be a slugfest?
Yeah, we weren't expecting all these runs today, but you know that's part of the game. It happens, and hopefully, thank God we came with a W tonight.
Ozzie, this is Smoltzy, and I just don't understand how you guys keep coming back. But offensively, you guys don't ever give in to anything. What's that mindset collectively?
Yes, that's what we don't do. We don't give up at all. Even with the defense and the offense, we keep going no matter what till the game is over.
Man, I'll tell you what, Ozzie, get in there and celebrate with the boys. I know we had a lot of fun, and thank you for ending it the way you did. Go listen, Smoltzy's home run call's a little weak on you, though. I'm sorry.
He hit it too hard.
Instead, you got it out.
We did have fun. That's all matter.
Congrats, Ozzie.
Thank you. See you guys.
I'm going to be honest. I think "That'll Do It" is one of the classic calls of all time.
You think so?
I really do.
What about poor Larry Crown? How's that one?
I went back to Keith Lockhart. Time to eat. Time to get in the spread. Let's go.
I will tell you what,
45.
guys. I don't know about y'all. I had a blast tonight, man. That was fun.
Yeah, I did. This is so out of my element because I can't do this on a national Saturday.
No.
So I had a blast. We have so many memories against this team, great rivalries, and this team is fun to watch, from afar and up close.
Yeah, it was a ton of fun. Great being with you guys. Crazy game to call, but certainly a lot of fun, a lot of great stories. It was a blast. I'll have to do it again.
You guys have done it a lot more than me. Thank you for having me up here. I had a blast. I can't wait. Hopefully they'll ask us to come do it again at some point during the summer.
Yeah, I feel like we didn't say anything fireable tonight.
No, I think
I think Gretchen's job is safe.
Oh, gosh.
So is Brandon's. It's
what
safe.
a game. The Braves get the sweep on Ozzy's bomb and Smoltzy's beautiful call. For Tom Glavine, John Smoltz, and Larry Jones, I'm Jeff Francoeur signing off from Truist Park. Join us again tomorrow for Snats from Truist Park. Our coverage begins at 6:30 p.m. Eastern on Bally Sports Southeast and the Bally Sports app. The final tonight, Mets. What was the score?
13-10.
13-10. Sorry.
That'll do
Stay
it.
tuned now for Braves Life postgame. Presented by Xfinity. Coming up next.